So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. Super duper mix, super duper press conference for the game against the Scousers, mate. Hey, should I do the whole stream, lads and lasses? Yeah, in Scouse accent. Yeah, my throat smashed anyway off of the shisha. Yeah, I'm being serious. Should I do the whole stream? Yeah, in a Scousey accent. You know what I mean? We've got a couple of cans, couple of pints, mate. Cheers, la. Got a couple of ciggies. You know what I mean? Yeah, Manchester City. Yeah, Manchester City are finished, mate. I'm being serious. Yeah, they're finished. Chelsea, mate. Hey, Matisse Armani is the manager. Yeah, that's never going to end well, lads. You know what I mean? I had to have some scran. That's why I was late. Sorry, lads and lasses. You know what I mean? I had to have some scran. That's why I was starving. I was sat on the streams. Yeah, and I was absolutely starving, mate. So I had my spaghetti. Yeah, my spaghetti. You know what I mean, lads? That's actually hard work for your throat, I can't lie. But we carry on. You know what I mean? Yeah, you see Manchester United. New manager bounce. No, they're all Bonnie and no bounce, mate. They're all Bonnie and no bounce, mate. Yeah, absolute pretenders, that club. Shysters. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm being serious. Anyways, big up to everyone locked in. Hey, expressions oozing. No, depression's losing, mate. Hey, Dusty Deji. Hey, Deji. Not so slick now, are you, mate? Yeah, giving it large and in charge on Northside's channel the other night when I was in Barcelona. Yeah. You know what I mean? All right, let's have everyone locked in. We are smoking. Then we're going to slap Liverpool pack tomorrow. Hold that, you Scousers. Big up to everyone inside. Smash the like button. I'm actually really looking forward to this game. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this game. Let me get this chat sorted out so I can pin comments. Let me just rejig everything. My Geordie accent's better. Aye, it's mint, you know. You Geordie fugger. Yeah, I can do the accents, bruv. You can hold that, Joel Linton. Right. I can pin comments. Let's go, guys. Yeah, we're smoking the Sharks. Hey, the Sharks are fucking sticklebacks, mate. Yeah. And you see Chelsea. Every one of those fucking Chelsea bastards is a fucking rent boy, mate. Right, that clip's goated, by the way. I told everyone. I did tell them. I did tell all you Chelsea mob, yeah? F the Chelsea, by the way. Fuck that Chelsea, bruv. Yeah, fuck the Chelsea. I told you, it moved into the fucking blue Arsenal. You couldn't see it. Now you're going to believe it. Hold that. Yeah, Clown Lake FC. Bonnie Blueco and that. Yeah, cool. Now you got Matisse as your manager. They'd be better off getting the actual Matisse as your manager because that guy is falling upwards. That guy got sacked from Hull City a few years ago. Yeah, what we doing here? I big up my boy Beastly Jabs in the chat, mate. I ain't got your number anymore. I ain't got your number anymore, bro. Actually, maybe I have got your number. 1 second, brother. I had my phone jacked in it because I'm a fucking dickhead. Let's see if I've got your number. Let me have a look. Let's have a look, mate. Chelsea got more cards than me on Christmas Day. Oh, that's funny. Big up Ollie, bruv. Let me see if I've still got your number. I've got loads of numbers on this phone. Look at the state of this phone, by the way. Look at the state of this. iPhone SE. Thank fuck I kept this phone. Thank fuck I kept this phone. Otherwise, I'd have no access to any money right now. I'd have no access to any of my fucking money right now. All right, let me see if I've got your number. Let me have a look. While I'm looking for that, you smash these likes up, guys. Make sure you sub him. We're going to go through Super Duper Mix, Super Duper Press Conference. We can maybe react if I can be asked to some of the meltdowns from tonight. I'm not sure I've got your number on this phone, brother. I should have it on here. I'm sure I have. Because I think you changed your number since I've had this phone. Yeah, I had this phone years ago, bro. I think you've changed numbers since, innit? Yeah, I don't think I got it. Brother, email me, yeah? Email me your number and I'll save it after this stream, yeah? Just for the purposes of this, because I don't think I've actually got it on this phone, bro, because you've changed it. This phone's like 3 years ago. No, I've not got it on here, brother. Not got it. Not got it, mate. Yeah, email me. Link's in the description anyway, bro. So moving like a dealer. I've changed number lots. All right, bro. iPhone ya Tony. iPhone ya Tony. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't got it, bro. Yeah, link's in the description anyway, brother. I'll text you as soon as I've done this, yeah? I'm going to be here for about an hour or so, and then I'll text you. Anyway, we entertain the Scousers tomorrow. Hopefully, all trains from Burnley to Manchester got cancelled. Hopefully. Hopefully, yeah, all that Chelsea mob. Yeah, you lot funny. The Blue Sharks have turned into Blue Sticklebacks, brother. No, I'm not here for 14 hours. Oh, I'm tired, bro. Yeah, I've got a big day tomorrow. Arsenal play Liverpool. I'm actually looking really excited to this game. Man's bought his Shin-Pads. When do we kick off? We kick off at 9 o'clock Spanish time, bruv. Yeah, we're ready. We're all going as full kit wankers tomorrow, yeah? The fact and reality is, if we win tomorrow, yeah, we crush half of these teams. Well, most of these teams are done because this league's shit anyway. Aston Villa dropping points. They can hold that. Good evening. Had a bad evening. He had a bad evening. Get an iPhone 17. I don't know what phone to get next. I've got another phone sorted. I've got an iPhone 12 Pro Max, I think. Tal's the plug always. Tal gave me the 13 Pro. Yeah, but Tal's going out to see Northside on the 16th. So I said to him, just take the because he's got an iPhone 17. But he always keeps the phones, innit? So I said, take the other one, and then when I go and see North next, but that could be end of this month, next month, whenever, I don't know. And to send a phone here would be long. Man said, why do you like cursing on Arsenal players? You obviously are new to my content, mate. Hey, chat. Educate George in the chat on how many times I've cursed Arsenal players this season. He obviously doesn't watch the channel, guys. He watches TikTok mutants clipping me up, chatting shit. Yeah, about, oh my God, Skelly was awful. He was shit against Bayern. Go and watch the 14-minute fan cam, mate. That was a 20-second clip that got clipped up, and that was the only negative thing I said. Yeah, what are you doing, bruv? Yeah, get out of here. Thanks for your input. You can't educate these people. They're too far gone, bruv. They're never going to get out of deficit, unfortunately, but it is what it is, isn't it? Big up J Lux, man. Come on, all the real G's are in the building tonight. Let's go, guys. Let's smash these likes up. Big up to Rob. Red Orca stays afloat. It fucking does. All right, listen. We're moving like piranhas, brother. Yeah, and I swear, if we beat Liverpool tomorrow, I'm not going to get carried away because I'm not a mutant. Yeah, and I've seen this before. 3 years ago, nearly to the day. Because if we win, which I think we will, by the way. How's that for positivity? Oh, you're always negative. Big up Jamboy, my G, bruv. Come on. Big up Lee and chat, DJB and Norm's Raid. Why didn't that come up on here? Why didn't that come up on here? Alright, big up DJB and Norm's, bruv. The Mingle show. Did you see Thomas Frank drinking from an Arsenal espresso cup? I ain't seen anything, bro. Yeah, I've been busy all day. And then I did the Barca game. What phase are they in, by the way? Oh, but they're highlight. It's almost like half of these people that chat about their highlight don't watch Barcelona, innit? They only watch the odd game every now and again. Yeah, when you watch Barcelona week in, week out, yeah, you'll realise that they're actually fucking relentless, mate. They could have won that game in double digits tonight, comfy. In fact, they could have conceded a couple of goals. However, yeah, the times that they had the shots, Bilbao, that they missed was already 4-5-0 up. And they were still attack at 4-5-0 up, by the way. Yeah, Lamine Yamal was on the bench. Lewandowski was on the bench. Rashi on the bench. Yeah, they're relentless. I told everyone they're going to win the champs this season. High line. It is what it is. Yeah, they conceded a goal in 5 games, you know what I'm saying? But apparently their defence is crap, innit? Good one. They absolutely battered Bilbao tonight. Yeah, then we watched the shit show up at Burnley. Big up Burnley. I don't rate Burnley. They should fold the club. Don't ever let them back in the Prem. However, yeah, always nice to see Man United tears, innit? And these Man United fans are all out here tonight giving it the, oh, we can take the positives. Positives of what? You drew with one of the worst teams in Prem history, bruv. Oh, Baby Seedorf got a game. Oh, all Baby Seedorf did when he came on was give the fucking ball away, mate. But don't worry, guys. Zerkamp got pitch. Yeah, Zerkamp played. What did he do? Then they'll call in Lacey. Shay Lacey is now Baby Foden. I see one in Rance's chat say, Baby Foden. Cool. Come back when he's won fucking half of the trophies Foden's won, because he's won about 18 about Baby Foden. What are you waffling about? Baby Foden. Get out of here. Baby Foden. 8 points clear if we win, bro. When do we get the cigars out? When we're about 15 clear, bro. I ain't chancing it. Another one. Bergkamp was overrated. Bro, how old was you in 95 when you signed for Arsenal? How'd you know he's overrated if you didn't see him? How old are you? You're called Jellyhead for a reason, bro. There's nothing going on in there. What are we doing here about Bergkamp? So at least you got your comment read out. Hold that. Yeah, Zerkamp did nothing, bruv. I keep getting asked this. Alfred, I swear down, I keep getting asked this question, yeah? He's linked to every Premier League club because all these weirdos keep linking him to Premier League clubs. Bro, the guy is decent. He's massively overrated, though, because nobody watches these Farmers Leagues. I keep getting told every time I do La Liga games, oh, what are you watching that league for? Shit. Cool. No drama. Where did Rodri come from? Oh, yeah. Farmers League. Ballon d'Or winner. Cristiano Ronaldo? Oh, yeah. Farmers League. Got ya. Got you, mate. Got ya. Sheshko. They're all gassing him up tonight because he scored against the level of team that he's probably best to play. Sheshko. Both of his goals were decent. I can't lie. Yeah. It's what it is, isn't it? Yeah. There's a guy who plays in La Liga 2. Yeah, called Jeremy. Yeah. I swear down, that guy is a fucking baller, bro. And as soon as that Jeremy gets fucking linked to one of your clubs, you'll be gassing up La Liga 2 and you're now an expert on it. Let me tell you something. You want to know something? Charmon Ihi. Yeah, Charmon Ihi. Yeah, man said nibbled. Bro, nibbled. You're in my chat. I don't know who you are. Thanks for watching. About nibbled. What are we doing here, bruv? Bergkamp's the best player to play in the Premier League. Jeremy Hernandez is a baller, Wu-Tang. I've just seen the DJB raid now. Bless. Big up to the DJB raid. Big up Norms. Come on, the Mingle's always a good show. Make sure you check them out. Yeah, as soon as a player is linked, yeah, Zestaval. How's he getting on, guys? Any Chelsea fans want to chat to me now? Talk nicely. Yeah, talk nicely. Where's the Zestaval mob? Where's the Zestaval crew? We'll get to the predictions. I think we'll win 3-1. I'll get to that right now. There you go. You got your 3-1 prediction, but I'm negative, innit? Has anyone seen Zestaval? Where's all the Chelsea mob that telling me that I ain't got a clue about football because he scored against Barca? How's he got on since? Almost like he ain't any good, innit? It's not just Fabrizio's fault, Tanya. Yeah? It's not just his fault. However, the constant PR for players that are bang average is crazy. I.e. Jude Bellingham. Big up DJB and Norms for the raid. Come on, bless. but he's better than your Mao. Do you know what I'm saying? These man chat absolute wasp, bruv. What are they talking about? Yeah, they were here for weeks, bro. Yeah, they have their new manager and now they've all disappeared. Man like Matisse is their manager. Matisse from Wish. They'd be better off with the real Matisse. Who do I want in the summer? What, manager or players? Because if this guy don't win nothing, get me Luis Enrique. Bro, there's loads of good players out there. Me and Matty were sat backstage yesterday. Yeah, Tal jumped in as well. We sat on a backstage thing, yeah? Right? And Tal couldn't believe the quality of football in some of these other leagues. It was like, yo, the Prem's shit. Bear in mind, Tal co-founded AFTV and was going to all the games around the world. Yeah, he was like, rah, is this what they do in these other leagues? Some of the goals me, Matty, and Tal watched yesterday were insane, bro. Some of the football we were watching was insane. Yeah, these men moved the ball quick. Anyone who watched that Barcelona game tonight, yeah, Barca are a massive issue, trust me. Massive issue. But don't worry, they got high line in it. Good one. High line for life, mate. Yeah, good one. No Yamal, he came off the bench. Lewandowski, cool. Never got a game. Rashir. Good one. Good one, mate. Good one. Pedri, bad man. Best midfielder in the world, bar none. There ain't no one close to him. He's unreal. Big up Mike. Wait, Mike, you watched the game. You're Barca, innit? Crazy, innit? Yeah, man said he was the cameraman and that. Do you know what I'm saying? Lead the legend. Bless. Come on, big up everyone locked in. Smash the likes up. Make sure you're subbing as well. I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. I am looking forward to the game as well. Yeah, because I actually think we're winning. And I think it'll be, maybe not scoreline-wise, but I think, like, I actually think that the game will be comfy. Yeah, because let's be real. They're not that good. The only reason they were good last season is because everyone else fell off and they capitalised. A little bit like us this season, if I'm being honest. This league's been shit for years. Keep telling you lot. But, oh, no, it's the best league in the world. Cool. It's the best league in the world, guys. Anyone watched the Burnley game against Man United tonight? These fuckers couldn't keep the ball for more than 3 passes. Good one. Couldn't keep the ball for more than 3 passes. The league's been shit for years. And it's a shame I can't share any of the content from all these other leagues. Yeah, Genk versus Bruges. Go and watch the highlights of that game. Go and look at the football in that game. Oh, but we beat Bruges 3-0. Yeah, cool. We beat Bruges 3-0. It took 2 slappages, top bins, mate. Otherwise, we wouldn't have got the other goal anyway. Now, what are we doing here? When we come on, and Matty made a great point yesterday, yeah? Teams that play with the ball on the floor cause us massive problems. And that is so correct. And it is correct. Yeah, Liverpool have been awful all season. Yeah, but let's not forget, yeah? 15 games ago, Liverpool won 5 out of 5. And everyone was like, oh, yeah, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Cool. Aston Villa at the same point were in a relegation battle with no goals scored. Only team in the top 7 divisions in the UK, or in England, sorry, yeah, without a goal. Yeah, they fucked up tonight. They couldn't score against Palace away. However, 15 games ago, everyone was going, Villa were getting sacked, Emery shit. Let's just all fucking calm down, innit? Yeah? If we beat Liverpool tomorrow, this fan base is going to go into delirium. Yeah, cool. Listen, celebrate a win. And we are beating them, by the way. Yeah, we are beating Liverpool tomorrow. So clip that and put that on your TikTok accounts. Yeah? Put that on your TikTok accounts because we are beating them tomorrow. Yeah, there's no way, shape or form that club can get a result against us, let alone a draw, let alone a fucking win. Yeah, we will beat them tomorrow. Because they're not good. Yeah, it doesn't matter what starting 11 we really start. Yeah? And I want to see us comfy and taking players off with 70 minutes to go. 70 minutes gone. Yeah, wrap Declan Rice up in cotton fucking wool, bubble wrap. Put him in a nice blankie, a sleeping bag. Get him his cocoa. Get him a nice fucking nightcap. Yeah, fucking read him a bedtime story and say, yo, relax, brother. You're not playing against Portsmouth on Sunday. Or Saturday, whenever it is. Saturday, Sunday. I think it's Sunday. It is Sunday. We're playing Thursday. Yeah, don't want to see Declan in the squad for Sunday. Yeah, and everyone will go, yeah, but Lee, you want to win the Cups. What, you're telling me we can't beat Portsmouth without Declan Rice in the squad? Do me a favour, we weighed Aston Villa in 4 without him. Like, get out of here. However, if he is out for a sustained period of time, we're fucked. Which is why this month is crucial to us. Because we've got Kairat this month. I don't want to see Declan in the squad. Internazionale Milano. Don't want to see him in the squad. Don't need him. We've qualified. Oh, but Lee. Yeah, I said this on the show with Matchday. I don't give two flying fucks if we lose to Inter Milan. That game's irrelevant to me. That is going to be a chore watching that game. I can't lie. Yeah, it's going to be a chore watching that game. We've qualified. And if he risks Timber, Gabby and Rice, and any one of them three end up with a long-term injury, fingers crossed, touch wood. We don't wish that. Hopefully that don't happen. Yeah, but them 3 games this month. We've got 8 more games this month. Rest Declan. Don't even put him in the squad. He's not travelling to Portsmouth, I beg. Please, don't let him go Portsmouth, bruv. Just stay at home. Just stay at home, bro, please. Yeah? Don't put him in the squad. We can beat Portsmouth without him. Yeah? Sensible signing Norgard, yeah? We don't need him. We don't need... Bro, if we cannot beat fucking Portsmouth without Declan Rice, yeah? Pack up shop. Fold the club. No disrespect to all the Pompey fans, yeah? Right? But no disrespect at all to them, yeah? We've done £1 billion on players over 6 years. 6 years deep. We're the best team in Europe. We've got the best manager. We've got the best of everything. We've got squad rotation. Yeah, we've got 2 players for every position. We're going up against Portsmouth, mate. Yeah, so, come on. Leave him at home, mate. Yeah, Inter Milan. Don't even let him travel out to Italy. Rest up, Declan. We need you for the next game. The next game after that is who? Is it Man United? I think it's Man United. Have a look at our fixtures real quick. I swear it's Man United. Pretty sure it's Man U. Yeah, it's Man United. Forest away. Cool. Liverpool tomorrow. Or today as it is now because it's gone midnight. Yeah. Obviously he's going to start and he should start. Portsmouth, don't let him travel. Probably the same with Timber and Gabby as well in that Portsmouth game. And worst way is they're on the bench, but I don't want to see them playing. We should be dealing with them anyway. Yeah, Chelsea, calm. Yeah, cup game. Forest, calm. Inter, don't want to see it. I don't care if we lose that game. Yeah, you can clip that, put that wherever the fuck you want it. Yeah, you will not see me having a fucking meltdown if we lose against Inter 5-0. We've qualified, mate. We're through. But this manager's ego, he'll play his best team there or thereabouts because he wants to finish in that number 1 spot in the Champions League. Because the PSG bench, Mikel Arteta, ha ha ha. Remember that from Luis Enrique? He got told apparently by the bench, yeah, that we're the best team in Europe when we got knocked out. So his ego, he wants to finish number 1. Cool, whatever. I couldn't give a fuck if we finish 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th or 8th. Have you seen the rest of the fucking thing underneath that? Down to 24th. Have you seen some of the teams scrambling around? You're going to end up with a hard team anyway. We're through. Don't play them players in that game. Man United 5 days later, go and weigh them in. Yeah, Ollie, I think the last time, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the last time Ollie was the manager of Man United, he beat us at the Emirates. I'm pretty sure. Chat, tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, Kairat, don't want to see him in the squad. Don't want to see Gabby. Don't want to see any of them. Yeah, I don't want to see him. Yeah, don't want to see him. Don't want to see him, bro. Like, what are we doing here? The second channel's way more vibes. That's what I'm saying, bro. Big up Zia, my guy. Yeah, fix the ratio. Tell him. Get the likes up. 350 in the building. You see the clip of HS reacting to who you are and thought you was next Arsenal. I did see it. I big up that guy, yeah. I big up that guy, I swear. I big up that guy. Somebody in my chat the other day said he had like 18,000 people watching him live. Bless up to him, man. Make your money, my guy. Anyone who can make money, yeah, good money, good luck to him. Whether I like the person or not, he's actually kind of calm. He's, like I said on the thing, yeah, he acts like a bit of a dick every now and again, not a bit of a prat, but so do I, bro. That's why people don't like him and that's why people don't like me, because ultimately, yeah, we put our faces out there on social media every day. We don't hide our faces. All these anonymous accounts, yeah, chatting shit. Oh, you're banned from the Emirates. No, I'm not. What are you talking about? You come to a game, you get beat. No, I won't. You're finished if Arteta wins the league. No, I'm not. My channel will probably double in size inside 12 months, bro. What are you talking about? Yeah, because you see, I'm being positive on this stream. Yeah? There's people that have already made their mind up. Yeah, and I'm cool with that because I don't need everyone to like me. I've got my friends. I've got my friendship group, bro. Yeah, I don't need people to like me. However, what I do on here and on the other channel is interact with my community. We've built this channel together. Now, you get something out of this by getting a bit of entertainment out of it, asking your questions. Questions, do you want my opinion on? I appreciate that. Same on the other channel. Yeah, I enjoy doing it, but the bonus for me is I get paid. Yeah, the fact that you lot tune in all the time, and when it was YouTube recap, and you man are saying you've watched like 500, 600, 1,000, 1,100, 1,300 videos of mine in 1 year. That is some relentless shit, bro. Gunnar SE's here all the time. You man are here all the time. Yeah, I recognise all the names in the chat. I was going to say, inshallah, you know. We got boost, bruv. We should try a 4-4-2 as well. 2 up top, at least give Yoker as a partner. Yo, you're here all the time. You're a member as well, bruv. Come on. You're in the other chat, this chat. Well, I swear, I see you guys in the chat. I wouldn't say I've got photographic memory, because I ain't. Yeah, that's just being a prick if I say that. Yeah, but I have an extremely good memory. Yeah, and I can and I've unblocked a lot of people. Tatted Ginge, yeah? Right, because they've changed it back to how it used to be. Command F. And then you type the username in and bang, you can find it, unblock it now. That's how it used to be. They changed it and it was impossible to fucking unblock people. They've changed it back. Now what they need to do, Classified's here all the time. Yeah, now what they need to do, so is Connor. Yeah, now what they need to do is fuck this at shit off. Yeah, these ats kill me, bro. Yeah, because the ats are not the same as their names. Like, where's User? Is User in the chat? Right, so big up Andy, can't stand Dolly. Looks like a pixie without the hat. Man, like Gremlin. I think if you're finished top or top 2, you get a second leg at home first. Yeah, but bro, let's just be real with it, yeah? We're going to beat Kairat. Yeah, and if we can't beat Kairat, man, I mean, come on. Fucking hell, bro. Big up Zero. I didn't even see the raid, brother. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm on OBS, so sometimes it doesn't come up on the pop-up chat on here. So now, bless up. Make sure you sub to Zero as well. I'll watch because I know you'll tell me what you really think. No capping. That's exactly what it is, Ashley. Has anyone seen Abdi? Like, bro. Has anyone seen Jamal? he's probably gassing up that performance, bro. The Biryani Bandits and that. Alright, where's Expressions oozing? Yo, X, come outside, brother. We need to have a chat. We need to have a chat. Yeah, exactly. So you're normally Ryan Martin. I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. Because I can tell by your profile picture. Yeah, they need to change these ats back. Yeah, because these ats are killing me, bro. Yeah, it looks like Gollum. He does look. Yeah, depression's losing. Him and Faz are arguing on the fan cams. That's crazy. Where the Sharks gone? Any Man City fans in here? Yo, Kathy, where you at, baby? Where's Kathy? Come on, babes. What are you saying? Yeah, so you need to change. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Maria. I don't know how you can change all of this. I don't know if there's a setting to do it. I will get into the press conference. You know how I roll. City drawing more than Da Vinci. Oh, that's a good quote. Who said that, bruv? Don't tell me it was that goldfish motherfucker, bruv. And if it ain't, and it is you that's just said that, yeah? He'll probably nick it and make out it's his anyway, like he did with the fucking Jezza quote. Yeah, where Jez said fucking Wolves have got less points than a triangle. He's nicked that one and palmed that off as his own. Yeah? These charlatans, bruv. Like, what are we doing here? Anyway, let me grab these supers. Tritania, wrap the damn league in March and go for the champs. Bro, that's exactly what it is. And by then, yeah, hopefully have the League Cup. Bro, listen, I'm kind of confident we can win the league. But at the same time, we were here before 3 years ago, guys. Yes, City had a better team then and we had a worse team then, and it's roles reversed now. Yeah, nobody clips me up when I say we've got the best squad in the league. Nobody clips me up saying that. Nobody clips me up when I say, yo, we can win the league. Nobody clips me up when I say go for the League Cup. These men are all talking about majors. They'd throw the League Cup in the bin against Chelsea. But then if we beat Chelsea and get to the final and win the League Cup, they'll want a bus parade. Like, make your minds up. Yeah, win a fucking trophy. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Crazy, brother. Prediction for the Liverpool game. I've read that. Bless up, Rob, brother. 3-1 Arsenal. Big up to Josh Brayshaw, my guy. Big up all my Canadian G's in the chat as well, bruv. Hi there. Hope you're well. I'm very good, man. Craig from Anfield Agenda brought me to your channel, bruv. I'm so glad you've said that. Yeah. Has he dropped the video yet? Did he drop the video? Because me and him recorded the video last night. Did he drop the vid? Where is he? Yeah, he's dropped it. Bosh, we'll share that. We'll share that right now. I'll put that in the chat, yeah? I'll share it on the community tab in a bit. Title, do Liverpool have any chance? Nope. No debate. Right, let me comment on the video. I like it. Why did let me do that? He's going to be doing a fan cam as well after the game. I need to get a better keyboard. I need a silent one. This is a fucking gaming PC keyboard. It sounds like a typewriter. I need to get an unwired, like a mouse. Yeah, this is a wired mouse. Yeah, it came with the PC that I bought. This PC's lit, by the way. Yeah, this PC's lit. It's a bit dusty. I need to... My fucking cleaner can't fucking come for another week, so I spent all fucking day today trying to clean, yeah? Right, because I've got a patio door there and I've got a patio door there like that, the sun comes beaming through there. Swear, you clean this gaff, the amount of dust, yeah, within 24 hours. Like, it's just fucking everywhere's dusty, bruv. Yeah, a bit like Chelsea, hold that. Yeah, a bit like Man United, you can hold that. Yeah, a little bit like Top Spurs, hold that as well, you pigeons. Prue blood, yeah, Yo, where's Dusty Deji, bruv? Yeah, Dusty Deji, come collect your dust, my guy. Yeah, out here singing songs and that. Piss off. Right, let's just reply to Craig. Right, I'm getting better love in this chat as well, in his comment section. Big up all the Scousers. I know I was taking the fucking piss with the accent, mate. Yeah? And you see all them fucking Chelsea. See Chelsea, mate? Yeah, they're all fucking rent boys, mate. Every one of them Chelsea bastards is a fucking rent boy, mate. That is one of the best clips. Nah, big up Craig, man. Every time. Anfield Agenda, my guy. My fucking family, bruv. I love that guy. Bless up to his wife and his kids as well. Real people, man. Right. So, I'm going to share that in the chat. There you go. I'll pin that. That's the video I did with Anfield Agenda. That is the video I did. We did that last night. He's I'm not gonna ruin the video, but he's not overly confident. Put it that way. He's not overly confident. Well, I'm not gonna ruin it. Go and watch it. Make sure you sub to his channel as well. He's a G. He's a real one. He's an absolute real one. Yo, Princessa. Yeah, Princessa, Lamulțan. See, I can say Romanian, Romania. Yeah, I'll say it. Happy New Year. Say it in English. Yeah, Feliz Año Nuevo. I'll say it in Spanish as well. What language do you like, baby? All right, bless up my sweetie Karma. The fact your name's Karma is sexy, I can't lie. Yeah, you're sexy in general. I ain't got your number anymore either, by the way. Yeah, so email me, because I had my phone robbed by some snide Moroccans in Barcelona. Yeah, so email me, yeah, with your number and I'll text you, yeah? Or DM me on Insta and I'll text you. I ain't got your number on this phone. I keep it 100 all the time, bro. But do you know what? I just say what I think. I just say what I think and people get rattled by it. It's what it is, isn't it? I said, Lee, you are pretty. Bro, unless you're a bird, that's gay. Each to their own and happy 26. Not for me if you're of that. I'm not that way inclined, my guy. Yeah, so if you're buff, then yeah. Slide in. Especially you got ginger hair. I've never been with a ginger before. Maybe it's a bird. Listen, we look and we don't judge. You know what I'm saying? Who's winning the AFCON? Algeria. I say it every week. How many times? Fucking open your ears, bruv. Every fucking day I get asked the same questions. Mahrez FC are winning it. Me princess are in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Me French Algerian in the chat. Bless up. Mwah. Worked it out. Edit on the huddle. I don't get what that means, baby. Tell me more. Pretty boy, now get out of it. You lot are moving mad. I might have to end the stream. L'Algérie. Did I pronounce it right? L'Algérie. Yeah, did I say it? Did I say it properly? Tell me. Teach me Arabic as well. Yeah, big up Matthew, brother. Big up Lee. Big up you, bruv. Big up everyone locked in. Wee. I pronounced it right. I might need a wee in a minute. The amount of fucking beer I've drunk and water I've drunk today. Yeah, I see the Algeria goal. Dagger, right to death. I don't know what that means, bruv, so I'm not saying any of these words that I don't know unless you can confirm in the chat. It's not fucking going to get me cancelled. But anyway. Now, honestly, all jokes aside, yeah? Right? It pisses me off with the Algerian manager, by the way, yeah, that he keeps taking Riyad Mahrez off. Yeah, you can't keep getting Riyad Mahrez taken off. The Godfather. Yes, Jezza. Hey, Jez. It's all in our hands. We better put in the best performance of the season tomorrow, Jez. Yeah, I don't want to see no BS tomorrow. Yeah, we have a massive opportunity to stick a fucking dagger in this lot. Hypothetically, obviously. Yeah. Because if we win, we all know Aston Villa will fall off anyway. We all know that. They ain't got the players to do it. Yeah, their midfield's probably the best collective midfield in the Premier League in terms of their subs bench and their starters. They've probably got the best rotation for midfield. Yeah, but Ollie Watkins has fallen off a cliff. Yeah, Donnell Marlon, man like Irv Gotti, bruv. He looks like Tau. I can't lie. He looks like Tau, bruv. Irv Gotti up front, Donnell Marlon. Yeah, defensively, I don't think they're that good. They got Lindelof and they got fucking Pau Torres. Not for me, bro. Yeah, so we know they're going to fall off. And listen, they went on a generational run and good luck to them. Yeah, I ain't got no animosity with Aston Villa. I actually quite like Aston Villa. Not because Unai's there. I ain't ever had a problem with Aston Villa. Yeah, one of my boys supports Aston Villa. Big up Granite. Not Xhaka, bruv. He actually claims Albania, not Switzerland. But each their own. Yeah. But Villa will fall off, but they'll still get top four because this league's so shit, it is crazy. But City, yeah, City will come on a charge. Yeah, let's just be real with it. Yeah, up the Chelsea. Fuck the Chelsea. Say it's 95% odds on. No, it ain't, bro. No, it ain't. Brother, real talk, yeah? On the 12th of this month, it is exactly 3 years to the day that Vinay Venkatesham, our ex-CEO, who's now Spursy CEO and fucking them up expeditiously, went on Sky Sports in the treble-winning season for City when we were 7 points clear and said top four was the aim. I played the clip at the time. They have got loads of injuries. Yeah, however, they're going to go and buy Semenyo. Not that I rate him. They'll probably go and get White Ayugi. And they'll probably buy a midfielder. But now, we have to wrap up Declan in Cotton Wool. Yeah, we have to wrap up Timber in Cotton Wool. We have to wrap up Gabby in Cotton Wool. Yeah, the rest of the players this season, other than them three, yeah, I've had... Trossard's been fantastic, by the way. Yeah, Saka's been bang average all season. Zubimendi, bang average all season. Odegaard, I don't rate him, and he's been bang average for fucking, well, pretty much... apart from one season where he bagged a load of goals that led to nothing, yeah, his performance has been awful. Let's just be real with it. Yeah, Martinelli's hit and miss. Yeah, Madueke scores a banger in the champs. We ain't seen him since, barely. Yeah, Eze should have stayed at Palace, mate. This manager's fucking you over. Yeah, Gyökeres, he don't want a striker that's an out-and-out striker. We've shared that on the press conference. I'm going to get to the press conference. Yeah, we've shared that before where he said he had a conversation with Gyökeres and said you have to be able to go 6 to 8 games without scoring a goal. Yeah, and if you can't do that, yeah, mentally, then you're not the striker for me. So we all know that 29 is going to start games again soon. Whether that's tomorrow, whether he comes off the bench. Gabby Jesus, he ain't going to stay fit for the rest of the season. Let's just be real with it. Yeah. The sweet prince. The sweet prince. Yeah, cool. The sweet prince. Good one, mate. Yeah, good one. He can't defend. Yeah, cool. He's good going forward, which is why he ain't a centre-back or a left-back. Yeah, Skelly can't defend. Yeah, Ethan can't get a game. Downman's injured. Yeah, Kepa. Yeah, we want to hope Raya stays fit. Yeah, there's a lot of ifs, buts and maybes, and it is ifs, buts and maybes, yeah, but ultimately, right now, we're the best team in the league. Yeah, and rightly so, we're top of the league. And when we beat Liverpool tomorrow, which we will, yeah, when we beat Liverpool, I'll repeat that for the cheap seats at the back. When we beat Liverpool tomorrow, which we will, yeah, we're 8 points clear. Now, this manager has to manage this team properly. Where's Norgard? Sensible signing. Cool, I want to see him against Portsmouth instead of Declan. I want to see him at Portsmouth instead of Declan. Yeah, let's just be real with it. Hincapia. Yeah. Hit and miss so far this season. We haven't seen enough of him, to be honest. However, he's had some very good moments and he's had some fucking mad shaky moments as well. Ben White. Yeah, falling off a cliff under this manager. Let's just be real. Yeah, he was the best right back in the league up there with Kieran Trippier a few years ago. This manager has fucked him. Yeah, by playing him when he needed knee surgery for 4 months. Yeah, then made out in a press conference that we never had him all season. Yes, you did, Mikel. But the likes of Canton and Simiu were sitting there just nodding. Oh, yes. And Watts and Benj and all these, man. Oh, yes, Mikel. Slurp it up, bruv. Yeah, let's just be real with it. Yeah, when we win tomorrow, we're 8 clear. Yeah, we're 8 clear. Go and beat Pompey. We move on to the next game. And I swear down, yeah, our run of fixtures, we've got 8 more games this month. I'm telling you, this is not an easy run. Yeah, we've got 8 more games this month. Yeah, we've got Liverpool tomorrow. That's a win. Portsmouth's a win. Chelsea, fuck that club. Forest to be a win. That won't be easy, though. That will not be an easy game. That will probably be the hardest out of the 4 games that I've just mentioned. Inter Milan away, don't care if we get banged 5-0, 10-0, 25-0. Couldn't give 2 flying fucks. We've qualified. Man United, you lose that game, mate, I swear down. You lose to Man United, that's a sackable offence, I swear. They are fucking shit. And I can't stand that club, same as Chelsea. Fuck them 2 clubs. Yeah, then after that, Kairat. Well, that's a win. Leeds United away, that's not an easy game, but we'll beat them. So Liverpool win, Pompey win, Chelsea win, Forest win, Inter I couldn't give a fuck, Man United, whatever, Kairat win, Leeds win. So there's 6 and the other, well, Inter I couldn't give a shit. Man United, 50-50. Call me Lamar, bruv. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, big up to KP, my guy, bruv. Membership again, LA. Big up Lee. Bless her. I can't pin these. Sorry, guys. They've gone too far. I can't pin them. But bless up, KP, bruv. You've been here all night as well on the other channel too. Big up to Anfield Lad. Gakpo striker and against Gabby and Saliba. Bro, apparently Chiesa's injured as well. Apparently Ekitiki. Ugo Ekitiki. TikTok, bruv. Yeah, cool. Whatever, mate. Yeah, he's actually a problem. But if you lot play him, yeah, I swear, you're going to fuck your season up. Even more so than it already is. Yeah, because that guy apparently is having a late fitness test from what I read earlier. Big up Benji as well. My guy, bruv. Renewing the members as well. Come on, my G, brother. Big up to Christian. Bosh, Christian Rodriguez. My guy, brother. Happy New Year. Big up to Byron as well. Love the vids. Big up from Oz. What are you saying, mate? It's amazing how many Arsenal fans are in this chat, but apparently I twerk for rivals, even though I cuss off all the rival clubs. Almost like TikTok mutants chat shit. Stop. If you've got TikTok, delete it. I'm being straight up. Delete that app. It's full of dickheads. Go and have a look at the stream I did earlier. Yeah. When my man Anthony banged it top bins. Yeah, hold that, United. Fuck you. F that football club, bruv. I wish them nothing. Big up to DRLFC as well. Lee, I'm worried. We either get a lucky win, 1-0, or we get chopped 5-0, no in between, slot out no matter what. No, it won't be a 5. I'm not predicting a 5-0 either. Every time I predict a massive win, yeah, we end up getting banged. So, it is what it is. 9 games, 4 away. That's what I'm saying. This manager needs to earn his crust this month, bruv. He needs to earn his money this month. Pompey Sunday, FA Cup, can't wait to go down with the wifey. Oh, are you going to the game, Jezza? Jezza, you going to the game? Big up Karma as well. A criminal injured that 16-year-old kid, Sandhills. Mad, isn't it? Right, big up everyone locked in. Hey, Jez, you going to the game? Be careful, mate. There might be some top gooners there, mate. Oh, no, they won't. They'll all be sat on TikTok and fucking Twitter. Of course they will. Funny, isn't it? Oh, he's slapping you. Nah, get out of here, brother. Matthew, get out. That's the plan. You got tickets, Jez? I enjoy it with wifey as well, man. Hey, Jez, I promise you, yeah? I've never been to Portsmouth Stadium. I've been to Portsmouth, but never been to their stadium. I know you've probably been multiple times, yeah? Jez, if you're going to the game, yeah, enjoy it, mate. Yeah, and don't even worry about a fan cam after it, Jez. Just enjoy the night out. Yeah, he better win. Yeah, he better win tomorrow. Yeah, because this is the thing, right? We've played a lot of teams this season, like Bournemouth, Newcastle, Fulham, yeah, where we hadn't beaten them last season. Yeah, and they effed us up. Palace, another one. And this season, he's actually got over the line. Newcastle. Like, we've beaten them. West Ham. We've beaten them this season. But our record, yeah, against the bigger teams, I don't give a shit about. This fan base are on their knees, bro. No, we're unbeaten in 3 years against a top 6 team. Whatever, mate. Aston Villa should be top 6. Yeah, they've won more than Tottenham, factually. How are Tottenham a top 6 team? You got 2 tickets for 140. All right, listen, Jez, enjoy the game, man. Hey, Jez, I'll say this. I'll say it again. I'll rephrase that. Just enjoy the atmosphere, Jez. I just don't worry about the fan cam and all that, mate. You have a great day with the wife, man. Yeah, the fact the wife is going with you as well, all the way down to Portsmouth. I know it's not a million miles from you. Yeah, and the freezing cold for an FA Cup game. Bless up to wifey as well, man. That's what I'm saying. Which year should Wenger have left, in my opinion? He should have left, yeah, after the fucking 8-2. Yeah, he should have been sacked. However, if I'm going to give him a bit of credit, yeah, he won the FA Cup against Hull City. He should have resigned after that and found shame. But he didn't. And to be fair, he won 2 more after that. But at the same time, worst ways, when we beat Chelsea and I was at the final, yeah, fuck you, Chelsea, hold that. Chelsea is shit. He should have resigned after that. Instead, the following season, he gets us to a League Cup final, we get embarrassed. Yeah, it gets us to a Europa League semi. I was home and away. Yeah, Diego Costa done us. Nah, man. Like that guy should have been sacked, yeah, in 2011 after that 8-2. After the 8-2, that's unacceptable, mate. Don't care whether the squad was fucking ravaged with injuries. 8-2 against Manchester United, sackable offence there and then. And I'm sorry. Yeah, the 6-0 against Jose. And I don't even necessarily blame him for that 6-0. Yeah, them players are a fucking disgrace. That's his 1000th game in charge of our great club, ex-great club. Could be great this season. We could make it great again. Make Arsenal great again. Yeah, but at the same time, them players that played in that 6-0 against Chelsea, yeah, every single one of them should hang their fucking head in shame that you did that to that manager. Yeah, because whether I liked him or not as the manager at the time is irrelevant. You were playing for him and you lost 6-0 to Chelsea. Nah, get out of here, bruv. Ashley, this is another myth I'm going to dispel real quick, yeah? He spent the money and paid the stadium off slower. Another myth that Gary Neville, Sky Sports, yeah? I remember Gary Neville did a whole piece on this on Monday Night Football when he first got the job. Years back. Right? Years back. That stadium was on a 25-year mortgage. If you go and buy a house, right, You do the mortgage over 25 years. Yeah, you can do it over 30, 35, you can do it under 5, whatever. But normally it's 25 years. That stadium was £20 million a season for 25 years. It's not due to be paid off until 2035. 2035. We were getting Champions League every year, bro. He didn't need to sell all these players. Why did he sell the players every year? Because he was getting a profit off of the fucking money, bruv. Yeah, if we were selling players for profit, yeah, if we were getting players for profit like a Cesc, yeah, like a fucking Adebayo, whoever it may be, yeah, he was getting a percentage out. I'm convinced of it, bro. Go and have a look at the fucking revenue that we were getting back then. Yeah, go and have a look at the money that was coming in from the Premier League, yeah, from Sky Sports and BT Sport, whatever it may be at the time. Go and have a look at our books. It's all publicly accessible on their fucking accounts, bro. Yeah, we did not need to sell them players. Nelson, you can argue all you like till you're blue in the face. Yeah, I've done this multiple times over fucking 10 years on streams. I've shared the content. Yeah, I've shared it. Jezza, you're in the chat. Jez, you know about accounts more than I do. Arsenal's revenue back then and our wage bill back then, when there was no FFP, by the way. Yeah, no FFP. With our revenue streams and what we were paying to players and the wage bill complete for the whole teams. Yeah, I didn't read it wrong. I promise you, brother. It was Swiss Ramble did a whole article on it. I read it out. The stadium was 20 million a year for 25 years, bro. Chat, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Why do you think he was the highest paid manager in world football? To keep his fucking gob shut. Yeah, and the one thing I'll give the Cronkies credit for, as soon as they actually brought the club fully, sole ownership in 2018 or 19, I think it was 18, end of 18 or whatever, yeah, they've invested a fuck ton of money into this playing squad. 20 million a year is chump change for this club, especially when you get in Champions League. Yeah, Champions League. In fact, fuck Champions League, right? Let's just wait 1 second, yeah? By being in the Premier League, you're guaranteed the money because it's an equal share from the TV revenue. Yes, you have to pay the wages of your staff, your players, and so on and so forth, yeah? Now add in the fact the stadium was fucking sponsored by Emirates. Now add in the sponsorship for the shirt. Now add in all the other sponsorships. Come on, man. No, it didn't. Brother, Nelson, respectfully, you're 28 years old, bruv, yeah? I'm not trying to belittle you and little bro you, yeah? Brother, I know this shit inside out. We didn't need to balance the books and pay off loans, bro. We didn't. Bro, I remember watching Sir Peter Hillwood, and Jezza, you'll remember this. Yeah, and any older heads in here will remember this, whether you're Arsenal or not. I remember, yeah, he is a spoofer, bro, and he's con fucking shit ton of people. That Monday Night Football he did, I'll never forget him saying that. Yeah, it was one of his first Monday Night Footballs all them years ago. He said, oh, look at what Wenger's done when they're paying off the stadium. In fact, do you know what? You want to know something, Shamon Ehe? Before we get into the presser, I'll fucking share it. The stadium, yeah, I'll never forget Sir Peter Hillwood standing there in his long fucking coat, yeah, in the pissing rain, yeah, saying, we have secured funding from Barclays Bank and Royal Bank of Scotland to build Ashburton Grove. My man Egale, Shamon Ehe, yeah, doesn't know what Ashburton Grove is, bruv. Ashburton Grove is where the Emirates is, mate. We didn't need to sell the players, brother. We did not need to sell them. He had the money, just didn't spend it on the players. That's because he was getting a percentage of the sales. I'm convinced. I can't prove it. Yeah, but I'm convinced, bro. Yeah? Sell Van Persie. How much do we buy Van Persie for? Peanuts, 5 mil? Sold him for 24. You sold him to fucking United, bro. Why? You let Cesc go, 30 fucking million. I swear he was getting a kickback. That's the only explanation. Adebayor, 20 odd mil. Nah, bruv. Don't fuck. See how I get rattled on this channel. I've just done fucking 2.5, 3 hours on the other channel. I've been so chill. I talk about this club, it fucking jars me. It fucking winds me up, this club, mate. Yeah, then he's the highest paid manager in world football when Jose is in his prime. Yeah, winning trebles and shit. You got Pep doing his thing, Ancelotti doing his thing. You got fucking all these top managers around the world, Allegri at the time. Yeah, come on, man. How the fuck? 2.5, sold him for 24. Of course he fucking sold him. Now it's jarring, bro. It's so annoying. They wanted to leave because we had no expectations to win anything because the whole club was rotten. Yeah, and the club's still rotten. Big up Prom, bruv. Yeah, the club is still rotten. Yeah, these owners couldn't give a fuck if we win. Yeah, we're pulling in record revenue. So if you don't win nothing, they'll go and give him another 200 mil. The Emirates deal has been renewed. Yeah, for the shirts and for the stadium. That's already been renewed. Yeah, that's already done. The TV revenue goes up every year. It's an equal share. A couple of years ago, Barcelona won the league. Southampton finished bottom and got more money on equal share than Barca did for winning their league. And their TV revenue deal is not much farther behind. It's 2 billion over 5 years less. But they don't do an equal share in Spain. Yeah, the reason they do an equal share in England is to monopolise the whole fucking world football, which I rate. Listen, if I run a business, yeah, I'm doing the same. I said this yesterday. Calafiori is never 10 times in his wages in Italy, and nobody's paying 40 million for him. The guy was on 12 grand a week, 12,000 euros a week. Why are we giving him 120 grand and paying 40 million for him? Why? Because we're like, we want that player. We're going to blow all of this lot out the water. Nobody can afford to pay him. Mikel Merino, 4 times his wage. 3 times his wage, whatever. He was on 40 grand a week. Zubimendi needs to sack his agent. He's on 75 grand a week. He doubled his wage. Every single player that comes to the Premier League gets a massive pay rise. Let's just be real with it. I think the sponsorship runs out in 2031. I think. I'm going to go bathroom. When I come back, we'll go into all of this. And listen, I could do another hour or so. Yeah, I don't start until 8 p.m. and it's currently 2 a.m. So, can't you talk about trophies? Yeah, Kyle. I've seen 17 Arsenal trophies in my lifetime. How many have you seen in your lifetime for your club? I've seen Arsenal win 5 league titles, 9 FA Cups. Yeah? So that's 9 FA Cups, 5 league titles. Yeah? I've seen them win 2 League Cups, and I've seen them win a Cup Winners' Cup. There's 17 trophies, bro. How many have you seen? Now what are we doing here? I'll send you a link, Jez. I'll send you a link. Bear with me 2 minutes, Jezzy, yeah? I just need to go bathroom. Man said 36 trophies. Juventus, hold that. Cool. Fantastic. Yeah, guess what? Guess what? In Italy, yeah? Because are you actually, let me ask this. Are you Italian? If so, fantastic. If not, why just support Juventus? Now, what are we doing here, bro? I've seen my club chef your football club expeditiously, bro. Yeah, the same team that got relegated for corruption. Now, what are we doing here? It's pathetic. Big up our man, brother. It winds me up because the Emirates Stadium was on a 25-year mortgage. He never had to sell the fucking players. That is one of the biggest myths in world football of all time. Not paying 30 M's. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm going to send Jezza the link. I'm waiting for this guy to reply and I'm going to bathroom. Listen, I like Juventus. Yeah, I always say Juventus are the biggest club in Italy, yeah? Them and Milan, AC Milan. Yeah, but let's not pretend, yeah? Right, let's not pretend, yeah, that Arsenal were fucking shit, because they weren't. We smashed that stadium down at the right time for the Kroenke leadership. Yeah, and the man them and the girl them that were fucking there with their shares. Yeah? Yeah, fucking, let's not talk about her, mate. Fucking hell, that bitch. Not even going to mention her name, mate. Yeah? They all sold their soul for a £1 note. I spoke to David Dean outside Chelsea, Stamford Bridge. Unai Emery's first game away, first away game. Did your club win 9 league titles in a row? You ain't asked my question, bruv. Are you Italian? And if not, why'd you support Juve? Make it make sense. You probably fucking shut up, man. You're boring. Why'd you support Juventus? You're not Italian. You're called Kyle, bruv. I've never met an Italian called Kyle. What are we fucking doing here? What are we doing here? I'm going for a piss. All right, Jez, when I come back, I'll send you a link on email, yeah? I'll send you... In fact, actually... No, actually, don't worry. I'll send you a link when I come back. It's the same pin. I'll put it in there anyway. Yeah, it's probably Tim's on a fucking 900th burner, bruv. What are we doing here? Like, bro, it's so jarring, yeah? Because this club was supposed to be everything that Chelsea and Man City are. And all I hear is, oh, but oil money. Oh, but shake money. Meh, 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 meh. Yeah, like, what are we doing here? The stadium was 20 million a year, and I'm going to find the fucking article. Yeah, and I'll find the fucking accounts if I have to show how much the balance sheets were. Yeah, if I have to, I'll fucking find it, because I'm petty. We did not have to speak, yeah, about bullshit, yeah, and people have been bamboozled. Gary Neville finessed everyone that night on fucking Monday Night Football, because Gary Neville was fresh, he was young, he just started the Monday night gig. Now Wenger's done an amazing job with his hands tied behind his back. Boom, 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 boom. All right, I will find the accounts, Nelson, and I've got all day tomorrow to do so. So if I can't find them now, while I'm live and interacting with Jez when he jumps on and you guys, trust me, yeah, I will find that tomorrow. Yeah, it's on Arsenal website somewhere. Yeah, I promise you, bro, you can look at the balance sheets. Yeah, it's probably on Company's House. You could put, I don't know if you can go back that far. Yeah, it's a load of bullshit, bro. Yeah, about we had to... Oh, but we were paying the stadium off. No, we were paying the stadium off. But we weren't paying it off to the point where it was like, that's why we had to sell everyone. It's a load of rubbish, bro. This whole football club has been a fugazi since fucking Hillwood, fucking Sir Peter Hillwood, RIP to him, announced the funding for the Emirates. The whole thing's a load of bollocks, bro. Yeah, they have ruined... I wouldn't say Gary Neville necessarily, but he's a big problem. Yeah, the Premier League and Sky Sports, they're the biggest problems. Why didn't Wenger leave? Would you leave a job where you're getting paid a percentage of profit on player sales and being the highest paid manager in world football? 11 million a year. Would you leave when you ain't winning nothing? Would you leave? He ain't even left his wife, bruv. He lives 3 doors down. Like, what are we doing here? Pathetic, bro. Nelson, real talk, yeah? Madness. Yeah, it's a fucking disgrace what's happened to this football club. Yeah, and I'll be real, yeah? If I was Wenger, I wouldn't have left either. Yeah, but you can't come out and make out all these statements about, oh yeah, we were paying the stadium off and that's why we had to sell the players. No, that's factually incorrect. Go and have a look at the books. Go and have a look at the fucking revenue streams. We had the Emirates deal by then. For the shirts and for the stadium. Yeah? The wage bill was nowhere fucking near. There was no FFP back then. What are we doing here, bro? All right, Jezza, 2 seconds. I'm going piss right now. I love you, bruv. Yeah, I love you. I can't share the screen, though, because I'm on OBS, Jez. It's fucking jarring. Yeah, bear with me 2 minutes, Jezza, yeah? And I'll be back. All right, make sure you're subbing to Jezza as well. All right, I love this chat, man. I will do the press conference at some point. Yeah, because I've got time. Yeah, so smash these likes up as well, guys. Yeah, smash these likes up. And big up to everyone who's locked in. 3:30 in the building. Yeah, I will read the super chats when I get back if I've missed any. I've only missed one. Big up to IX Die. If Arsenal have a game in April, and if they win that game, it confirms Prem champs, will you go? And go where? Well, I'll be going to the fucking nearest fucking bar and buying the most expensive bottle of champagne in there. That's where I'll be going. I might go to the parade just to wind these cunts up. However, do I really want to fucking have to walk out of England wiping my feet? Do I really want to mingle with these fucking weirdos, bruv? Maybe. We'll see, innit? We'll see. Maybe I should go to the last game if it confirms. Maybe I'll just get the box in it, you know what I'm saying? I'll be back in 1 minute. I'm just going to send Jez the link. Right, let's send the Godfather the link. Just sort the settings out so he can join. OBS virtual camera. Boom. Copy link. Right. Smash these likes up, guys. Let's fucking go. We're going to get facts because we're only dealing facts on this channel. Jez, I've emailed you it, mate. You won't be able to have your green screen on because I have no idea how to do that for a guest on OBS. Turn on OBS, start virtual camera. Cool. Just make sure everything's sweet here. Fantastic. Cool. Everything's good. Everything is good. Right, let me see if I can find this article. Let's see if I can find this. Yeah, because this whole myth, yeah. I'll send it on WhatsApp, yeah? Sorry, Jezza. Bear with 1 sec. This whole myth, yeah, that we had to sell these players to pay that stadium off is going to be put to bed again for about the 500th time since I've had this channel. Yeah, it's a myth. It's a load of bollocks, bro. Right. There you go, Jez. Link sent, mate. It's an absolute fucking myth. It's so jarring as well because the lie spreads quicker than the truth. It's so annoying, man. Buenos días, Robbie. ¿Cómo está? Todo bien, ¿y tú? Todo bien. Feliz año nuevo. See, I can speak Spanish when I want to. I actually can. I can speak a lot more Spanish than you guys think I can because you say I'm fucking... I can't even speak English, to be honest with you. However, I can actually speak quite a lot of Spanish. So you can all hold that as well. We only deal with facts on here, mate. Nelson, make sure you stay here, yeah? Did you know Nicolas Anelka? I don't know who Nicolas Anelka played for Juve. We signed Patrick Vieira because your team couldn't win trophies. Brother, what the fuck are you waffling about? What are you talking about, bro? My club couldn't win trophies. The same Patrick Vieira that says Fabregas fucking run rings round when we played you. Are you talking... What are you talking about couldn't fucking win trophies? What is he waffling about? Who's a Nel Cow? I don't know who a Nel Cow is, bruv. I don't know who that is. Can anyone figure that out? Right, here we go. Right, I found an article. Arsenal have secured. This is from the 8th of August. The 8th of August, 2003. Right, so the Emirates effect. Have Arsenal really been strapped for cash for 10 years? This is actually an article that they've linked, but this article is from the 20th of November 2013. Yeah? This is subject to every Arsenal fan has talked about at some point. Did the club have to rein the spending in order to build a new stadium? Has Wenger worked miracles year after year? Yeah, for nothing, or on a budget of a conference team. Everyone has an opinion, but no one actually does the maths. Some information is rather confusing. This, for example. Here we go. I'll fucking share the screen on this. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, watch this. Nelson, make sure you're front and centre, my guy. I fucking nearly ended the stream. I nearly pressed the wrong fucking button. Jesus Christ. Make sure you're front and centre, brother. Make sure you are front and centre on this, my G. Vamos. Arsenal have secured a 130 million windfall from a new kit sponsorship deal with Nike, which should remove all doubts over the plans to build the 60,000 capacity stadium. The deal is spread over 10 years. Key factor, Nike agrees to hand over a lump sum of 55 million in July 2006, when the Gunners intend to move into their new home at Ashburton Grove. Obviously, a gal didn't know what Ashburton Grove was. Sorry, Shamon he. Yeah, good luck. Yeah? Anyway, I digress. Arsenal's move from Highbury has recently been put back a year, with costs expected to rise to around 400 million. And building work has been stopped while the club negotiates purchase of a myriad of small businesses around the proposed site, which is true. Local businesses didn't want to sell up, so they had to fucking fuck around and find out. Yeah, they were getting compulsory purchase orders left, right and centre. However, the club is still hopeful to starting work, blah, blah, blah. I'm really not sure what the last sentence even means. Arsenal's current deal with Nike is worth 5.7 million annually, but the new agreement increases that figure to nearly 8 million. Bear in mind, this is 23 years ago, yeah? Cool. Now, I'm not really sure what the last sentence means, and the rest of it seems to bear little resemblance to what the accounts show. So if you have to ignore ill-informed web articles like this, anyway, look at the links in the blue. Gervinho a breath of fresh air. I don't think so. You can't trust the BBC. Fucking hell, he's told us for 23 years. Big up to that guy. Before I go any further, there is a point I want to emphasise. This blog is not about whether Arsene Wenger has done a good job with the money he's had to spend. It's solely about how much money we've had to spend, and whether that was increased or decreased by moving stadiums. I don't care if you love or hate Arteta. If you want to argue any of the points made, I strongly suggest you read the whole thing twice before you post a comment. Thank you. Cool. Next, let me say I am not an accountant. I just take what accountants and sets of accountants tell me and try to translate into normal English. Accounting has a relationship with the real world, but sometimes only tangentially. Fucking hell, get my words out in a minute. What I'm trying to show here is the real world effect of Arsenal's available funds to spend. In fact, let me fucking move this over 1 second, because you can't really see the whole thing. Let me size this up properly, so you can actually see the whole fucking thing. Why does it ask me to create a workout? Fuck your workout, bruv. I'm working out now. Cool. You can see that properly now, yeah? Cool. And in my experience, accountancy and plain English tend to go to get on like Nicholas Bentler and modern... Fucking hell. You don't like Bentler, bruv. Anyway. So it can be even harder for normal people to get to the truth. But I've had a go. I've had some expert help with Simon Hill of the Arsenal Supporters Trust, who is not only a good accountant, but also has had many meetings with Arsenal's finance team, and knows a lot more than can be gleaned from the accounts alone. Again, consider this before proposing an alternative view. Let's move on, guys. Below is the table that shows the difference between what Arsenal would have earned had they stayed at Highbury, compared to what they've got as a result of moving to the new stadium. So it's a comparison of cash available to spend in reality against hypothetical staying at Highbury position. This is to answer a simple but oft-debated question. Was Arsenal's equal Wenger's spending restricted in the stadium move. This article is from 2013. Yeah, by which time we've been banged by fucking everyone. Bonnie Blue FC, bruv. Yeah? Bonnie Blue FC. Trust me, yeah? I'm telling you right now, this club has fucking pulled the wool over everyone's eyes for over fucking 2 decades. Yeah, and it's an absolute disgrace. Yeah, it's an absolute disgrace. So he better win it this season. It's not his fault, obviously. It's not Arteta's fault. However, they're taking the wholesale piss. Anyway, 1 second. Just make sure everything's sweet, cool, perfect. Let's go. Carry on. Carry on. So, figures are not always exact and in some cases never will be, but they're relatively close where possible and they are entirely factual. Yeah, but inevitably assumptions also have to be made for ease of everything is rounded to the nearest million. Yeah? Let me do away with this comment. All right, bless up LB for the raid. My G, brother. Yeah, the Blue Sharks are blue sticklebacks. Hold that. We're piranhas. We're slapping Liverpool tomorrow. Who wrote the article? The person who wrote the article was a guy called Phil from angryofislington.com. 2013, November 20th. Sorry, November 20th to, 2013. Yeah, big up LB and all the Raiders, yeah? Bear in mind I'm on different screens at the same time, yeah? So I can't always see all of this, yeah? Cool. I'll resize this chat. Resize that there. Right. No, I'm not doing it for you. I'm just doing it in general, bro. I've done this on multiple streams, Ashley. Yeah, I've done this so many times, bro. We did not have to sell anyone. Yeah, and this ain't even just the crux of it. This is just the entree. This is just the start. So, gate receipts. Gate receipts, as you can see. Let me get rid of these comments, just so you can see the whole screen. They're trying to say Phil is not truthful. This guy, yeah, I don't know the guy personally, but I know people that know him. Yeah, and he's around Jez's age, I think. Or he was back then. Yeah, but he was a balanced, level-headed Arsenal fan, but he was well in with like the older heads, goes to games, yeah, had shares in the club, etc., yeah? It is what it is. Anyway, let me carry on. So, as you can see all the figures there, yeah? Running costs -7, -7, -8, -9, -10, boom, boom, boom. Property, 25, 31, 10. Interest, 19, 17, these are minuses, obviously. Right? Boom, 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 boom. Cool. New stadium impact. This fucking mosquito's getting it in a minute. I swear, that's fucking a gowing mosquito form, bruv. Now, Jezza know a lot more about these figures than I do, but this guy's going to break this down as well. An increase in TV revenue, so Nike, all this stuff, yeah, Emirates kit, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what half of this shit means. Debt repayments, by the way. Yeah, cool. The NCE is the amount of extra cash available to spend as a result of moving stadiums. So, we had 56 million in that year. Hopefully you can all see this. Yes, you can. Cool. So we had more money year on year by moving to the Emirates. 2007, 2008, we had more money year on year. Cool. Now watch this. An increase in TV money and marketing, i.e. non-sponsorship commercial deals, yeah, as a direct result of moving, the move is ignored as being unprovable. This fucking must piss off. The table starts in 2007 because before that, Arsenal took on a debt to build the stadium, a project finance loan, and kept it away from the rest of the business as capitalised expense. One of the accounts there. Then 2006, once the stadium was finished, they refinanced and are now paying off the debt until 2031, which is what I said at the beginning. 2031, yeah? They can Mickey the figures though, Ryan. Yeah, you can offset shit, miscellaneous, so on and so forth, yeah? Right? But 2031, the stadium is supposed to be paid off. The refinancing was in July 2006, so shows up on the accounts May 31st, 2007. Each year, the table means financial year ending May 31st, 2000XX. Before 2006, part of Arsenal was effectively acting as an independent property developer, yeah? Because we turned it all into apartments and then flogged them off as well, by the way. Yeah, made a fucking fortune out of that. They don't tell you that on Sky Sports, do they? Carry on. Arsenal was effectively acting as an independent property developer separate from the football club. Sort of, you can't argue the stadium move had some influence on spending for a couple of years prior to 2006. See concluding notes. And since then, they have to take more money away from the football business to finance the debt put in place for the property development. However, after 2007, there was money flowing in and out on property deals until the debts to finance the hybrid development, i.e. the apartments, were cleared by the sale of properties there. So it's not that easy to see at first glance. And there is also still some money trickling in from property sales, though unfortunately nowhere near the amounts originally expected. Here we go. Thank you very much. People think I fucking lie. I knew there was a fucking article when I fucking found it. Listen to this bullshit. Either way, don't let Gary Neville tell you that the debt is paid off, because it isn't. Thank you. The debt position, especially in terms of annual cost to service it, is pretty much the same as it has been for the last 6 years. He wrote this in 2013, by the way. Just so you can double check, I'm not lying if you just joined. My man wrote this article in 2013. Take 6 years off of that, mate. Yeah, Gary Neville's told the whole fucking world the stadium is being paid off and that's why we had to sell everyone. Liar. You're telling Sky Sports Monday Night Football. You're full of shit, Gary. The debt position is exactly the same as blah, blah, blah for the last 6 years. It won't change month in the forthcoming years. The difference will be it should become a smaller and smaller proportion of turnover. So in that sense, it becomes more manageable. Alongside that, the restrictive sponsorship deals are now ending. Arsenal are also getting the benefit of a massively improved TV deals now coming in. And although the clubs are benefiting, the biggest benefiting a little more, they get more TV appearances. Lucky break for Ivan Gazidis there. You could argue that Arsenal hadn't taken on a big debt to build a stadium. They could have taken on a debt to strengthen the team, leading to greater glory in silverware, i.e. see Chelsea, still at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, didn't need a big stadium to compete. Neither did we. We were competing, mate, and winning. Yeah. However, I'm not talking to anyone directly in this chat. I'm just talking in general. However, that has never been the Arsenal way, so it's unlikely that that would have happened. More likely that without a move, the finances would have developed only slowly, evolution rather than revolution. Cool. Some explanation on the table. The factual information here is from Arsenal's published accounts. But although a lot of the information is public, some of the detail isn't. So there's an element of reading between the lines. For instance, there is a miscellaneous... See, I told you, miscellaneous. How did I fucking know that? No, I ain't read this article for about 3 years. Yeah, Gary Neville made his debut on Sky Sports News about 13 years ago, whatever, and he told the whole world that Arsene Wenger's doing a great job, and the stadium was being paid off, and that's why we couldn't spend. Gary Neville is a fucking liar, bruv. Yeah, he's a liar. He's an absolute fucking dickhead. Right? So let me go to this. Oh, 1 sec. Jez is backstage. 1 second. Let me just add Jezza in. Let me add the Jezza in. Let me add the Godfather in. Whoops, I took my camera off. Idiot. And my audio. Right, let me get rid of this. Jez, let me... I know you can hear me, but they can't hear me, yeah? Right? So... let me read the rest of this article and then you can land at whatever point you want. And you can stay for as long as you want, Jezza, because I love you implicitly. Yeah, these men have conned the whole fucking world for years. Right, Jezza's in. You'll be able to hear him, hopefully. Hopefully. Now I'm going to go back to the article. Yeah, and I'm going to put that article back on the full screen and read it out, and then I'll shut up. And then Jez, he knows the accounts better than me. Yeah, but now people that are watching this and listening to this, yeah, will actually understand that Sky Sports are a massive fucking issue. Gary Neville's a massive issue. And this football club has been lying through its fucking teeth for years. Yeah? And the fact that we're top is cool. I'm happy we're top. And hopefully we go on to win the league. And we better fucking win tomorrow. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, I'm sick to fucking death of people chatting shit without fact-based evidence when it's all Google available. You can Google their accounts. You can Google this shit up. I've just found that article inside 5 minutes. And I remember reading it all them years ago. So we're going to go back. I'm going to resize it. So you can see that I'm not making any of this shit up. You can actually read the whole thing. There you go. Perfect. So, cool. Check this. But although a lot of information is public, some of the detail isn't. So there is an element of reading between the lines. For instance, there is a lot of miscellaneous costs in accounts. Anything up to 50 million that covers everything that would cover, rather, we didn't know in detail, as it's not legally obliged to say. And this indicates all the team travelling expensive, 7-star luxury of 14-minute flights to Norwich, which we were doing, by the way, 14-minute flights on a plane when we could have got a train or a coach. We took a 14-minute flight to Norwich on a plane and that sort of thing. And even shared the money, yeah, to the other teams in the Emirates Cup. The receipts from concerts, guys. Remember that? Tottenham are doing concerts and that, yeah? Cool. We were doing this back then. Yeah, and other non-football events are included in the accounts as deductions to the miscellaneous cost figure. As an aside, profit per concert is reckoned to be around 0.5 million. Figures for 2014 and 15 are obviously protected because we're in 2013 as this article was written, but will be pretty accurate. There are other things in the accounts that can't be predicted precisely, but here is all the information that can. I'll go through it line by line. Gate receipts went up from around 40 M's at Highbury to 90 to 100 mil since. In 2006, it was actually 44. Yeah, but that was an exceptional as it included a run all the way to the final of the Champions League. It's been comfortably over 90 million most years since at the Emirates, he's basically saying, yeah? So allowing an extra 50 million a year is more reasonable, even assuming some level of price increases had not been moved. However, some executive boxes and club level seats were sold on a 4-year deal, factually correct. Yeah, the club level the executive boxes were 60 grand a year, and you had to buy them on at least 3 or 4 year deals, up front, yeah, in advance. Yeah, and that money went into the stadium build. So 2007 to 10 inclusive, I've deducted 6 million a season from the additional 50 million below to allow this. Yeah, running costs. These are simply the costs of running a much bigger stadium and indeed a much bigger organisation all round. Not an exact figure, but can be estimated from the differences between accounts in 06 and before, brackets old stadium, and 07, brackets new stadium. 07 accounts actually quoted an increase in running costs of 7 M's. So I've taken that figure and allowed for some inflation since. Interest and debt repayments. Here we go. This is what you've came for, guys. These are listed in the accounts, so are accurate figures allowing for rounding. The club's current debt is nearly all connected to the stadium move, brackets. A remainder is bonds. Property. In 2011, there was no property profit declared because it went against the debt incurred of the cost of development at Highbury and the other local sites. In this sense, there was a re-fencing of property dealings. Yeah, Jez will explain what all this means in a minute in simple language. Yeah, through the current outstanding debt, not re-fenced, ring-fenced even, sorry, and must be served from football income. In 2011, a 25 million profit was declared. In 2013, there was money from Queensland Road and other small sites, but this was offset against the debtors in the accounts, so will only really be available in 2014. This is nearly done, by the way. Sorry, Jezza, I know you're waiting. Yeah. As a further property note, after that, there will be approximately another 10 million in 2015, but not much, if any more. As a further property note, there was a massive turnover declared for the club in 09 and 10 because of the property dealings. But it was not all profit and didn't bump up available cash much, if at all. Catering. Arsenal struck a deal with Delaware North. Yeah, I know where you're laughing. Yeah, for them to handle the catering at the new stadium, an upfront payment, agreed fee. Delaware get to keep all the profits. Yeah, you could argue that this has not worked out particularly well for Arsenal for a number of reasons, not at least the lack of control Arsenal have on what goes over regarding the catering. This led to a rather amusing sight and sound of Ivan Gazidis in May 13 at supporters Q&A telling fans that he used to go to the pub before matches rather than spend it in the stadium. Hint, hint. Yeah, the food was shit, basically. Yeah. It's difficult to decipher all the details of Delaware deal from the accounts, but some money was definitely received upon upfront and ploughed into the stadium build refinancing. I believe Arsenal get a percentage of the take, yeah, but we are not talking about huge numbers anyway. You also have to offset that we have lost the catering profit from Highbury. Though given smaller crowds, it wasn't a major income either. Summary. Some Delaware money went into the build, but as catering is now much bigger than before, there is a bit of income from it. I don't think its an overall position is much different to having stayed at Highbury, so I'm estimating a cost of around 1 million a season. Yeah, sponsorship. It's also difficult. We know roughly what we got and usually on the terms we got it, but we don't know what we would have had if we'd stayed at Highbury. Facts. So we need to consider what probably would have happened in the alternate history of remaining at Highbury, where we were successful, by the way, and winning stuff, compared to the actual history, where sponsorship or any other money was received up front and ploughed into building the stadium. It effectively disappears from the figures. It's obviously it doesn't really disappears. Fucking hell, how many more beers do I need? Disappear, as it prevents an even larger debt being raised, but it means it's not available to be spent season by season as it normally would, so there is a loss of cash there. Naming and shirt sponsorship, Emirates. This is the most difficult bit to work out because statement made by headline grabbers by the club don't always seem to match when shows up on the accounts. But how much is being paid and when? Not only that, sports reporters jump on announcements and misinterpret them. And by the way of digital media these days, everything gets copied by everyone. And before you know it, a load of made-up assumptions are treated as fact by Gary Neville. The original Emirates deal was worth 100 million, made up of 8-year shirt deal at approximately 8 million a year. And 15-year stadium naming rights just under 3 million a year, 42 million in total quoted in 2007. The deal was signed in the end of 04, but the name didn't appear on the shirts until we moved in 06, and 02 deal continued. I believe the Emirates paid a couple of years up front, which was sunk into the stadium cost, and the rest of the money was spread annually from 06. I'll read the rest of this last little bit about this, Jez, and I'll let you jump in and we can come back to it if you want, because it goes on for a little bit more. Quite a bit more. So we'll read this. No, I don't want to make you sit there fucking listening to me read this for 20 minutes. All right? So, previously getting 6 million a year from 02, so the first years of the Emirates shirt deal at 8 million weren't too bad at all. Where the cost we lost out is we would normally have removed the deal after 4 years or found another sponsor to increase it. So therefore, the loss is, this is what I'm saying, there was some money up front, so got swallowed again into the build. In 2012, Arsenal announced a renewed deal with the Emirates to start 2014, so won't show until 15 figures. There was supposedly an upfront element to this in the summer of 13, which would show in 14. However, nothing certain was stated so for, I think he meant far, 2013, so I'm not assuming any new cash in.
Who's written this, by the way?
A guy called Phil from Angry of Islington. He's an older football fan. He used to go games. Yeah, I don't know if he still does. Don't know if he's still alive. Bless him if he is. Yeah, I'll read the list. I'll read down to 2013. That bit there, and I'll end it. Yeah, right. So in 2012, it was announced, blah 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 blah. But there was about 18 months left on the old deal when the new one was signed. So a bit unclear. But I think the old shirt deal was paid up front in full rather than some being absorbed in the new deal. So there was extra money in 18 months worth instead of 12. So from 2014, I'm saying we're back on par on the new deal. We're at market rate. So no different, certainly no worse than if the move hadn't have happened. Currently understanding is the new deal pays 25 million annually to 2019. That is actually factually correct as well. So year by year, on shirt sponsorship in the table, 07 to 09, loss of about 2 million a year. But there was some upfront cash, so all remaining payments are calculated at about 6 million a year instead of 8. And I will end on this, Jezza, this last paragraph. 10 to 13, if we had renewed or gone elsewhere in 09 on a 4-year deal, it would have potentially have been about 15 million at the going rate. So there's a 9 million a year from 10 to 12 of lost opportunity by moving. But only about 5 million lost in 13 as the last payment on the old deal was accelerated. Yeah, this goes on for ages, Jez, and I remember reading this. But Jez, how are you, man?
I'm good. This is all very interesting because I'm not going to go massively deep into this because it gets all very heavy and boring. But let's start with Highbury. Yeah. The sale of Highbury generated 76.1 million to the company. So Robert McAlpine bought that ground and redeveloped basically the ground. 714 units were developed and built, which further generated another 210 million pounds. Sorry, 260 million pounds, which was paid to Arsenal Holdings. So let's not get confused. Let's make this simple. There's Arsenal FC Limited. There's Arsenal Holdings. Arsenal Holdings owns the Emirates Stadium. Right? Let's just get this right. Arsenal FC is the financial side of the company, i.e. merch, ticket sales, Matchday revenue, all that. Yeah. So the construction of the stadium was, and this is straight from the accounts, 2006. This is from Company's House. Anybody can go and look at this. I'm looking at it right now. This is a statement from the chairman's report of that year. So basically, the construction of the Emirates Stadium resulted in the group, Arsenal Holdings, incurring an initial debt of 260 million through a project refinance loan through Barclays Bank. However, following the refinancing exercise followed in July 2006, the 260 million loan was replaced by a credit-wrapped bond. Now, this is a different thing. This is a totally different thing. This is a very clever bit of business. Was replaced by a credit-wrapped bond, which was a fixed interest rate. The interest rates achieved in the refinancing were excellent, 5.1% of 210 million pound bonds with a 23-year term. So on 50 million pound of bonds with a 25-year term, and reduced our annual debt service cost from 32 million to 20 million per annum. So that is your cost of the Emirates Stadium over 25 years.
20 million a season.
£20 million a year.
Great fucking business, Jez, the way they've financed that and done it.
Yeah. So let's move this on. And I'm not going to go massively.
Go on for as long as you want, Jez. You listened to me for 12 minutes straight.
During last year of that, they began the repayment of the bonds, so the outstanding balance as of May 2007 was 255 million. So it's reduced from 460 plus the income from the Highbury unit sale, of which 94% was sold before it was even built.
Yeah, off plan. Yeah, facts.
So people were buying penthouses at an average cost of 1.6 million. Penthouses at the old Highbury, yeah, 1.6 million, right? Obviously, they have to pay a service cost, ground fee, for and all that maintenance shit. The result of the refinancing at the Emirates Stadium produced an increase in revenue in that financial year of some £85 million. Right? This is right the year that we moved to the Emirates.
Just for clarity, for anyone who's going to watch this on playback or anyone who's just joined, this is on Arsenal's accounts that are accessible in Company's House. Yeah, that you're reading this from.
Yeah, there's Arsenal Holdings PLC, which is all about the grounds. This is all about the Emirates Stadium. Then you've got Arsenal FC Limited, which is totally different. That is the club, like manager, ground staff, players,
Directors, everyone.
Merch, all that. It's totally different. So I'll move it on. This goes on for hours.
No, Jez, educated man. I've got time. I ain't starting work for it's 20 to 3. I don't start till 8 p.m.
This gets quite interesting. So so basically we had an overall surplus in the first year, 2006-07, of £37 million. Now that is nothing to do with Champions League, and before additional operating costs, there was an additional fee of £7 million. Right. So this is Wenger's budget before it's transferred into the Arsenal FC pot. Right now, let's move on. So it's actually 724 units. I beg your pardon, I'm wrong. For the Highbury Square redevelopment, right? They also redeveloped 2 other properties in Queensland Road and Hornsey Street, and that generated around £24 million.
Nice.
Right. That goes on. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into this one. So the initial budget was £460 million to build the Emirates Stadium. Right. So Alfred McAlpine also had the job to do that.
Yeah, of course he did.
We invested over £460 million. Okay, this is where it defeats all the bullshit about players being sold. Significant funds were available to the manager during the summer transfer window. Statement from Sir Peter Hillwood of some 73.9 million plus an additional 42 million.
So we had over 100 million, nearly 120.
Yeah.
What year was that, Jez? Sorry.
This is 2006-07.
Wow. So we just moved in.
Yeah.
And we had over 100 million available.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy. Who knew?
Let's just jump on a bit. Let's just jump on, because this gets very deep and it's very boring and not interesting at all. So, let's get down to this one. End of season, 2006-07, Champions League season. Arsenal's profit for Arsenal FC, not Arsenal Holdings, is 92.4 million. That's nothing to do with paying the mortgage. The mortgage is a totally separate subject. It's Arsenal Holdings. This is Arsenal FC Limited.
Sorry to cut in, Jezza, because Jay Lux asked a good question. What was the interest rate back then?
5.4. Hang on, let me go back.
This is all accessible publicly, by the way.
Yeah, you can go look it up. Don't Google it. Just go to gov.org and look up Company's House. Where is it? 5.47%.
Fixed rate, yeah? 5.4.
Mm.
There you go. Go on, Jez. The chat are loving this, by the way. So don't think you're boring them. I know you can't see the chat.
I can't see the chat. I can't see the chat. What else is of significance? This is just 1 year. This is 1 year. This is when we were supposedly having to sell players to maintain the club. Okay, here's one. Here's one. Right, this is interesting. So the group turnover exceeded Arsenal FC 200 million, an increase of 46%.
What year is this, Jez? What year?
Matchday revenues, right? 90.6 million, representing an average of 3.1 million per match.
What year is this, Jez? Sorry.
This is the end of 06-07.
Oh, so this was when we got Champions League final, so on and so forth. Okay, cool.
Million per match. Played at the Emirates Stadium, which, having replaced broadcasting revenues to the club's main source, 44.1 million. Right?
We're skint, Jez. We've got no money, mate.
Group operating profits before player trading and depreciation were increased to 51.2 million. Right? For the year, from 13.7 million in 20405. There you go.
Wow.
Right, I'm going to end it.
No, 1 second, Jez. I'm sorry to keep cutting you, yeah, because the chat are loving this, yeah. Shin-Pads says, ask Jez, where does the merchandise sales go to? Yeah, does it go to Arsenal PSC or to Arsenal FC?
Arsenal FC. Arsenal Holdings PLC is nothing to do with Arsenal FC.
That's not.
Arsenal Holdings is to do with land ownership. That is London Colney, Hale End, the Emirates Stadium. That's Arsenal.
And any property sales that we had along the way. Yeah. And then and let me ask you this, sorry, because I'm intrigued, because I'm learning more when you're talking. I know you know the accounts fucking miles better than I ever will, Jez, yeah? I just pay an accountant to do my shit. Yeah, but I know you know a lot of this, Jez, yeah? And you know a lot more about Arsenal than all of us here.
Well, I think I run my own business, so I had to know.
No, I hear it. So let me ask you this, yeah? When they were getting compulsory purchase orders, yeah? Right, where does that go? Because obviously, like that would that go into the property side of it again? Or I'm assuming that go into the property side, yeah?
Holdings, yeah. Holdings.
Right. So when we was in lockdown, this club got 100 million in a loan, didn't they? Yeah, when the Cronkies were fully in charge, yeah?
Yeah.
That was on a 0 interest rate or something, or 0.1%, or so. It was totally fucking tiny percentage. Where would that go?
It was a free loan to Arsenal FC, the football club. I'll call it the football. Let's call it the football club.
Yeah.
That was a free loan from the government, repayable at 1.1%. I looked it up here. I've got it here. Right. Very clever business by the Cronkies. Very clever, because they could pay all their players and all their staff, apart from Gunnosaurus, because those will pay for that, for nothing. They could then repay it at 1.1%. So that's massively, massively good business from Arsenal FC.
Yeah, the way they've structured it is insane. Business.
Why wouldn't you? I remember saying that we talked about this at the time, Lee. I said it's massively good business. Why would you not get a £100 million loan for free?
Yeah. If somebody offers you 100 million, you don't have to pay fuck all back. Yeah, you just have to pay the 100 million back, and you're not paying any. I'm taking the loan.
110,000.
Yeah, that's all you got.
I lie. 1.1 million return.
Yeah, off 100 million. I give you 100 million, you give me 1.1 million back, and yeah, cool. You're taking that loan, Jez. I make 1.1 million, you get 100 million, drop in your bank.
And they've made more than that anyway.
Yeah.
Because during lockdown, don't forget. Let's quote on this. Let's quote on this.
I love you, Jezza.
I've jumped into
You're
this.
a massive credit to this community, yeah. Not just in my channel, but in terms of every channel you go on, you're a credit to yourself anyway. Yeah, but you're a credit because like there's a lot of fans that I know you can't see the comments here, right? This comment right here, these late night talks with Jez are pure therapy. Big up Lee and Jez, much love. Hope every bit of success for you. Yeah. Holdings is about property. Sigunari R knows about finance and accounts and all that, yeah?
Correct. That's
Right?
correct.
I don't know any of this shit. I just pay an accountant to do my fucking tax returns and job done, innit? Yeah. But I know, and that's why I wanted to find that article because I remember reading that in 2013 because that was when the Black Scarf movement were walking around and all of this and that. And I remember reading it. Yeah. And I've met that guy who wrote that article before. Yeah, I've met him. Yeah. And
Most of it is correct. Most of that is correct. It's all here. Well,
David Dean had shares in the holdings, didn't he? So did Usmanov.
yeah, they're all there. It's all there. Now, let's before I shut up.
No, Jez, keep talking, man. So if I cut you off every now and again, I apologise, yeah?
No,
But
please don't.
I just want to make it like, because obviously I don't understand it and a lot of the chat won't understand. But you're reading this off of gov.org, yeah? This is on Company's House. That is easily accessible to every single person in this chat. You can go and find what he's reading.
Gov.org, Company's House. Arsenal, go in and just look at Arsenal PLC, Holdings PLC, and Arsenal FC Limited. They're two totally different companies. But the directors are the same, which is quite legal. It's perfectly legal.
Yeah.
So
clever accounting, Jez.
Yeah, well, it is, but it's quite legal.
Yeah, no, it's legal, but it's mad clever accounting, and it maximises the most, but not the most on the pitch at that time, which is why we're fucked off. Yeah, because we could have done a whole lot more, which is why I know you didn't really go in on Wenger and all of this and that, yeah. Right, and I was holding up banners with you who will not be named. Yeah, but you're way more clued up on the club and the financing because you grew up in the area, your granddad grew up in the area, you were going week in, week out, lived opposite the stadium, and you invested in it more than I am because of your age, where you lived, your granddad, so on and so forth, yeah? This is why you're a credit to me, Jez, yeah, and to this community, because most people just believed what Gary Neville said, and I fucking knew that geezer was lying. And that was one of his first, I think it might have been his first Monday Night Football. It might have been his first ever Monday Night Football. Yeah.
I don't know.
So when you're reading this out, yeah, and you're breaking it down, if I cut you off, I apologise. However,
please.
to make it into simpler, even more simpler terms, I'm not saying you're not, but to make it into even more simpler terms, and then people are going to ask questions, yeah, and I can't save the comments on OBS like StreamYard. Yeah, so if I cut you off, I don't mean to do it as being
That's
a prick,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
No, don't worry about it. But before we move into the COVID year, 2019-20, in the year financial year ending 2007, the group turnover, and this is staggering, was 200.8 million. Now, of that, right, you can break it down. Player trading 51. Player trading was 3.9 million. That, i.e., that's what we sold. Depreciation, that's nothing to do with players. Joint venture, that's nothing to do with it. Basically, goes into all the tax figures and everything, which is 26.9 million. Blah blah blah. But let's look at that year of COVID, shall we? £100 million loan for nothing. Cost 1.1 million to pay it back in 2021. In that period of time, and I'll go basic. It's a bit complicated. This the borrowings and income were £260 million. Right. So that's so you're looking at merch. You're looking at TV rights, all that stuff. Okay. If we look at the we would, and this is the statement. Oh, stop it. Statement. The refinancing was 5.14% on a 210 million fixed rate bond. So they've basically what the Cronkies have done, they've paid off the stadium.
Yeah.
And that's good business, because what they've done very cleverly, they've used £100 million from the government
For free.
for fuck all.
Well, for 1.1 million.
To pay the rest of the debt on that stadium.
And they've got that money back anyway, with fans being allowed to go back to the ground. Yeah, and merch and all this shit coming out later anyway.
So when fans were allowed back in, the finance cost of that year was 36.7 million. Initial costs of income revenue is 21.4. Cash reserves. This will make you fall off your fucking chair. Right, cash reserves.
I don't know what you're going to say.
Cash reserves here, right? £320 million.
But Wenger had to have 200 million of what, and they had to stay for 5 years, or we wouldn't get the financing. That's what they keep saying us, Jez. Whether that's true or not is irrelevant. Yeah, it's irrelevant. There was fucking money to spend, Jez. Yeah, and he was selling everyone. Him and Ivan Gazidis, they got blood in their hands at this club, mate. Keep telling everyone.
So he didn't have to sell all these players. And if we jump back into the very quickly, we'll jump into this one we'll go back to COVID year.
Yeah.
We just touched on that when the Cronkies paid off the stadium, which they did. They then had to pay 101.1 million back to the government, which they did. By the way, if you want to know, this one is very interesting. That that year, 44.3 million, COVID year we won the FA Cup, 44.3 million income. That increased the following year to 54.9 million. And it goes on and it goes, all right, this is an interesting bit before I shut up.
No, keep going, Chaz. I'm going to go bathroom. Yeah, keep talking, yeah? Yeah, this chat are fucking loving this, because a lot of people had the inkling. Yeah, everyone in the chat saying, like, especially the Arsenal fans, like, I always fucking knew, yeah, that this was snide. I always fucking didn't believe it. Yeah, this guy kept getting a pay rise for not winning nothing. A little bit like now with Arteta, really, isn't it? Yeah. But the Cronkies are only doing what makes business sense. Yeah, and fair play. It's a business to them, and it is a business.
The business.
You've run businesses, Jez, so you'd do the same in that position. Yeah, if you was in COVID time running your business, yeah, you'd do the same.
Of course I would.
Exactly. If you can pay off a debt, yeah, by taking a free loan, well, nearly a free loan, minuscule payback, you're taking it, Jez, to now clear off a debt on your other business, and now bang, happy days. But at the same time, the way this has been finessed to everybody is, yeah, they had to pay the stadium off. No, they fucking didn't. It was 20 million a year. 12 million for the first part of it, like any fucking debt you take on, is interest. The other 8 million was repayment, and it decreased over the 25-year plan. Same as any fucking mortgage, Jez. I'll let you carry on. I'll be 1 minute, mate. Yeah, I won't mute you. I'll make sure I don't mute.
That's fine. So, season 2006-7, the principal reason for the growth was commercial revenue, £29.5 million. So that's shirt sales and other stuff from, the Armoury shop. The sponsorship from Emirates Airlines increased, because I didn't understand this, but I've worked it out now. The more shirts you sell, the more revenue you receive from the Emirates airline. You sell 20 million shirts or 40 million, it goes up accordingly. No, I get that. There's also very many other investors. Now, the interesting one was this. The group's operating costs increased to 177.5 million from 141 for that year. This is COVID year, by the way, which I'm not surprised about. Payroll costs increased to 89.7 million from 83. Yeah, I can see that. I can see why that probably happened. But then they decided to sell property developments. This is going to Arsenal Holdings now, not Arsenal FC Limited. Was the sale of the Drayton Park site for 14.7 million, which made a profit of 2.7 million. So Arsenal Holdings have made a nice little profit that year, and player trading was 18.5 million. So the facts remain at the end of the year. Total cash flow was cash before operations before stock was 112.1 million. That's after tax. Reinvestment in stock was 34.8 million. Net cash operations was 77.3 million. So basically, Arsenal had money. They didn't need to sell the players that everybody says, oh, we had to sell the players to pay the mortgage. Absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. Because on my birthday, 31st of May, 2007, we had 73.9 million, which is an increase on the previous year of 35.6 million.
So jarring.
In the group, in Arsenal FC Limited. Operational costs. Let's do that quickly. Do that one very quickly because this gets heavy. Cash from operations 77.3. Net cash from new debt to 29. This is the mortgage, 29.6 million. Repayment of debt in that year was 265 million. Net spend on player registrations was net debt at 31st of May 2005 was basically 262.1 million.
What year, sorry?
Net debt on the stadium in May 2007 was 262.1 million.
Now divide that by 20. There or thereabouts per year.
Yeah.
It comes up to there or thereabouts 2031, which is when it should have been paid off.
And it's now gone. It's been paid off.
Yeah, and listen, fair play to the Cronkies because the way they financed it is fucking elite. I can't lie.
It's unbelievably good business. I mean, I'm sorry. We can all criticise them, but they are amazing businessmen.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get it right with what they've got in America. They're going to have the best of the best.
Look at the stadium. What's the stadium? What's the stadium they own? The SoFi Stadium. That stadium is one of the best stadiums in the world. The SoFi. We played there against Liverpool. I think it is. Is it the SoFi Stadium? Swear that's their stadium. That SoFi Stadium. I think we played Man United or Liverpool there. I think it was Liverpool. I may be wrong. Yeah, we played them in pre-season. Yeah, Jez, they're fucking clever at exactly what they do. Yeah, right. And I'll be real with you, Jez. Yeah. Since it cost $5 billion to build that SoFi Stadium. Well, it only cost 400 or fucking 200, whatever it cost. Yeah, 200. 460. There you go, to build the Emirates. Obviously, they've built that a long, long time after we started building that. Yeah. Right, and obviously everything goes up. But the fact that fucking McAlpine fucking owns this, and then he was the builder. Yeah, he built the MK Don Stadium as well. He built Wembley as well. I think was it Wembley? It was MK Dons, Arsenal, and there's another one. I think it was Bayern Munich. I swear McAlpine's built Bayern Munich. If you go and do this, I don't know if you can do that. You won't be able to because it's English and there's the Germans. Yeah, Bayern Munich paid their stadium off 17 years early. Yeah, 17 years early.
Well, it can be done.
So, and their cheapest season tickets less than £100 for the year, Jez. Yeah, because in Germany, they don't fuck around. Yeah? Whereas when you're looking at all this shit, yeah? Right? Jez, I swear, a lot of people will be watching this and be going, why are we talking about this? Well, because we can. Yeah, because we can. Yeah, the fact and reality is, yeah, the Cronkies, for as shit as they were, yeah, at the beginning, they have been perceived as shit at the beginning. But now, if Arteta does go on and win trophies this season, Jez, having done the clever accounting, doing the moving money around to this company, that company, getting a loan here, loan there, bonds here, bonds there, the fact is everyone's going to be on their knees going, wow, the Cronkies are amazing. Right? Which all comes back for me, from everything you've said, everything I fucking thought I knew anyway, Arsene Wenger was a problem. Yeah, because he knew this shit, and Arsene Wenger's not a stupid man. Yeah, that guy is a very intelligent guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, very, very. That guy can speak about 12 languages or whatever it is, yeah? He's a very. Fucking mosquito. Why have I got mosquitoes in fucking January? Yeah, he's a very intelligent guy, and it was Arsene Wenger who kept taking the pay rise to keep his mouth shut. Yeah, and I'm convinced, Jez, yeah, that he was getting a kickback on the profit. Do you remember when he came out and said I had an agreement with Fergie to sell Van Persie? Are you fucking tapped? Why are you selling our best player to Man United? Why? I'm convinced he was getting a kickback on the profit. We bought him for 2.7 mil. We sold him for 24 mil. He said, he asked me that last year. I promised him this year he could have him. He just bagged 30 odd goals. Yeah. We're crying out for somebody that could bag 30 odd goals. He sold him. He done the same with Adebayor, by the way. And this is why I know Wenger's a problem, Jez. And I know you don't want to go into Wenger and like all of that, yeah? Right? And if you do, I'm cool. But I know you have massive respect for Wenger. I fucking hate that man.
I did at one point.
I fucking hate him, Jez, because he was the link between the fans and the board and the ownership. That man lied through his fucking teeth every day, yeah, for a decade. They're telling us we can't compete. Yes, we could. We know this, Jez. Yeah, you've read it out. It's on their accounts. I knew this back then. Yeah, I don't know it like you. Yeah, because you're more clued up on it than I am. But I knew he was mugging us off. How are you getting paid 10, 13, 12 million or whatever when Pep, yeah, is at Barca winning everything and Jose's at Chelsea and Inter winning everything? Yeah, and you've got all these other managers, Ancelotti, Allegri, all doing bits all around the world. But you're the highest paid manager. Fair enough, the ownership weren't the full ownership at the time, but they were the majority ownership. Yeah, the whole thing has been a fucking shit show. R.I.P. to Sir Peter Hillwood. The whole thing has been planned from back in the day. Yeah, we should have stayed at that ground, and Chelsea are living proof of that. Yeah, okay, cool, you could say they had Russian money and all of this and that. Yeah, cool, whatever. Still to fucking do it. And back then, there was no FFP, Jez. Well, there was no FFP for us. And we were in a Champions League final. Yeah, fair enough, that was the first. But we were invincible. We'd done doubles, so on and so forth. We had some of the best players in world football playing for us. You're telling me that David Dean and all these other people, fuck Bracewell Smith, she can jog on, yeah? And all these other people, yeah, could not negotiate the toppest of top deals to have the Emirates sponsor Highbury or the shirts. You couldn't get Adidas and all these other deals and Nike and all this.
They didn't want it.
No, they wanted to sell out to a global audience. Hence why they took the Latin off of our badge to sell out to a global... Which I get, Jez. If I owned a business, I'd do the same.
I wouldn't. No.
No, but we're in... sorry. We're
too
in...
traditional for me, sorry. No. I couldn't have done that.
No, but Jez, you're an Arsenal fan. If you're not an Arsenal fan and you're an investor, like the Cronkies, you're going to take the Latin off of the badge and you're going to change it to something that's more modern so that appeals to a global audience, because if it's Latin, it doesn't appeal to the whole world. Yeah, if you own a business, you'd do the same. I'd do the same.
I hear you. I get you. I hear.
Because we're invested in the football club as fans, yeah, right, and it's in our blood, yeah. We wouldn't do it. However, they ain't got a fucking clue about our club. They just invested, yeah, back in whenever it was. Yeah, a small percentage and bought more along the way. Then it was a battle with Usmanov and the Cronkies. They couldn't give a fuck about our club, Jez. However, what they have done is they've fucking done great business in financing it, yeah, and moving money around and doing this and that, to the point where we're on the cusp of winning a title. So nobody gives a fuck about that side. However, we do. And everyone that was standing there arguing Wenger in, Wenger out, yeah, needs to watch this. Yeah, needs to listen to what you just said. Because people go, oh no, look what he done for his hands were tied. No, they fucking weren't. He was getting paid more than Jose Mourinho and Pep and Allegri and Ancelotti. They were winning shit. Big shit. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I do not like Wenger, bro.
I'll give you another couple of little facts. This is from
So annoying.
2 years. This is 2 years ago, right? This is Matchday sales of food, drink, right? On average, 3,500 seated meals, 2,200 pies, 4,500 hot dogs, 2,300 pizza slices, 1,200 burgers, 18,000 pints of lager, and it goes on and it goes on, right? You would be staggered what it costs.
Is it still Delaware? It's not, is it?
Not anymore.
That ended in what, 2018, I think.
It's gone. That's gone now.
Their food was shit as well. I can't lie, Jess. Their food was trash.
How much do you reckon? Just
Well, for all of that over a whole season, just for home games.
One game.
One game.
That's one game. Have a guess. Just
650 grand.
How much?
£650,000.
Yeah, a bit excessive. But how about £332,000?
Just off of the fucking food and drink.
£2,000.
One game.
Shit. Food.
Oh, the food is dead. I can't lie.
It's crap. And yeah, it goes on and on.
One game.
One game. That's a home game. That's a home game, man.
Now imagine you could have up to like, what, 20 odd games, 26 games at home. If you go in cup competitions, Champions League, Europa, yeah,
So
FA
you
Cup,
think
League Cup.
They're getting double on everything. Catering is, normally works out. You pay what they pay, you pay double.
Yeah. See, this comment here, big up Ryan, bro. I think Josh wants trophies, now hence better. I agree with that comment. Stan couldn't give two fucks. Yeah, that guy's up. Listen, I don't want to be a nasty prick here. Stan couldn't give two fucks, mate. He's like literally, he's about 80 years old, brother. He couldn't care less. He's had a life. He's done well in his life. Well done to him, yeah? Right? I actually think Josh slightly gives a fuck. But at the same time, since he came out, do you remember when he did the thing on the Zoom, I think it was with the AST or whatever in lockdown, and said, I want to have more interaction with the fans. Cool. When was the last time we see you in the pub, mate? When was the last time you went into the fucking 12 pins? Yeah. The Shay. Yeah. When was the last time you went into the Eaglet? Yeah. The Tolly. When was the last time you went into the fucking, isn't it a sports bar? When was the last time you fucking went anywhere around there? Yeah, I went in because Abramovich did it. Yeah, Abramovich used to go in and say, yo, I'll put money behind the bar, and if I don't, I'll pay it later. I'm Roman Abramovich. Everyone in here drinks, order what the fuck you want. I'll come back and pay it later. Yeah, and he'd talk to the fans. He'd go to every game. I don't give a shit if they go to games, Jez. Yeah, I'm not one of these, he has to turn up to games. I couldn't give a fuck. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, like, you want to talk a good game and say that you want to meet the fans and know what the fans want. When was the last time he did that? And why is it only a select few fans? Why doesn't he just walk down the road as Josh Kroenke, a multi-billionaire, yeah, the son of a multi-billionaire, yeah, the owners of our football club, and just go, right, nice to meet you. Hello, what's your name? Can you tell me your thoughts about our great club? Yeah, then, hi, nice to meet you. Go and speak to the ownership of the bar, or the landlord, landlady, whoever it may be, yeah, and say, listen, I'll come back later today. They know it's Josh Kroenke. They obviously recognise him. It's Arsenal pubs. Yeah, and just interact with the fans. Because there's a lot of fans that watch the games in the pubs that can't get in the ground. You know this, Jesse. You live around the area for a fuck ton of years. Yeah, them pubs are rammed on match day. Why ain't he doing that? Has he actually ever done it?
I don't know.
I'm not so sure he's ever been in the pubs and actually spoke to the actual fans.
George Graham did.
Yeah, but back in the day, Jez, there was no cameras in it, like phones and all that. The players used to talk to you.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, different. You could talk to him out. You could go and stand outside the East Stand, and they'd see him come
Yeah.
out the ground and shake hands and
See
get
him
a,
hanging out the fucking window after a win in the showers and all that.
yeah, you get an autograph if you wanted, if that's your thing. I mean, didn't have cameras around so much then, but I mean, phone cameras and all that shit that wasn't around then. But yeah, I mean, look, anybody who's really interested in what, if you want to really break it all down, it's all there. I mean, I could sit here for hours and talk about it.
Keep talking, Jez. The chat are loving it. If you
I
if you got time, then keep talking. I'm intrigued as well.
it gets a little bit boring now, but you know, I've got a gravid interest in it only because I used to run my own business and I had to put my accounts into, well, I didn't, my accountant did, into company's house. So I used to have to go and sign them off and check them. And it's because of that I've got an avid interest in Arsenal. And I've got a full list here. It goes on for like 40 years here and more. And obviously we're not going to do that. But I mean, the account, it's a staggering. When he very briefly, 31st of May 2007, group shares, net assets 133 million. Yeah, that's in 2007. Arsenal as a company 133. Well, 133,926,000 cash.
So yeah, Jez, let me ask you this, yeah, because the reports that came out around that time and up until maybe 2018 when he left, sacked, mutual consent bullshit, was that he's done a great job. He had a great send off, and he did do a great job at the beginning, right? But there was always that, and he's always come out and said it as well. Well, they said I had to sign a deal and stay for 5 years, and we had to have a cash reserve in the bank and this and that. Bro, I don't believe any of that bullshit. Yeah,
No, it's there, proof. It's bollocks.
yeah, I don't believe any of it. How do you have to have 250 million cash reserves? Yeah, when the club is only getting bigger globally. Yeah, the bank is going to give you AAA finance anyway. Yeah, because you're Arsenal Football Club, right? They've given you it. I think it was Royal Bank of Scotland and Barclays, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And now Wenger had to stay for 5 years. Yeah. Well, we'll give you the banking. We'll give you the loans of 400 odd million. Yeah. If you keep this man for 5 years and you get cash, fuck off, man. Yeah. These people think we're stupid, Jez. Yeah. But the problem is most people are stupid. Yeah. So they believe it. And listen, he's done a great job for us in the first 8 years. Yeah. First 10 years. After that, no, I'm sorry, mate. Yeah, no, not for me, mate. Yeah, cool, we've won some trophies at the back end and all of this and that, got us to finals and all that. But the way he has lied to us, yeah, I don't necessarily blame the ownership. Yeah, because they just finessed him and knew he was about the money and about the ego.
Don't forget, Lee, what I've just quoted you there, that was cash in 2 businesses.
Yep.
Right? If we go to this one, right, this is stocks. Football 2007, 135 million. Property development, right, made a loss, which it would have done because of the mortgage. Group shares 2007. Group shares, this is stocks now. This is stocks on the stock market, right? 133,374,000 pounds.
This is just stocks.
Stocks. That's financial trading.
This is separate to everything.
Yep, that's separate to anything.
So I'm saying, we were never skint, Jez.
Football, property development. Property development made a loss in 2007, which it would, because of the mortgage. It's the first year of the mortgage.
Yeah, so the debt, if I'm reading this right, or what you're saying is right, you've taken on fucking, like, let's just round it up to round thing. You've taken on 100 million, yeah, but you've only made 20 million, so now you're in debt by 80 million. Is that how I'm reading it?
They made a loss of one. This is crazy, actually. They made a loss. You won't believe this, right? They made a loss on property development. This is Highbury Square and the Emirates, right? Of £1,691,000. It's fuck all.
Nothing. Peanuts.
It's
To
nothing.
them.
And then group shares trading. This is trading shares on the stock market. 133,374,000.
But don't worry, guys. We had to sell Clichy, Adibur, Sagnaf, Sesk, like RVP. Yeah, we had to sell Kleb.
Look, I'm not lying.
We had to sell Vieira. We had to sell everyone. We had to sell everyone, guys.
I don't know if you can see it on here.
Yeah, they can see it. Yeah, they can see that. Move it slightly to your left. There you go. Yeah, it's all there. This is all publicly accessible, by the way. It's all publicly accessible. But we were told, yeah, that we're skint. We fucking weren't. I knew we weren't fucking skint.
Yeah.
I knew we weren't. Yeah, Jez, what was the difference between our income that season, yeah, and what we were paying out in wages, like in total? Yeah, just to break it down more simply, yeah. So our income total for the whole year, yeah, and then what our outgoings were for the whole year, just for the football side of things.
Let me have a look. Okay, right. What are you asking me?
So
Salary.
Yeah, our total income for that year, yeah, in terms of sponsorship and revenue, like in totality, yeah. But then
Right.
what our revenue, what our payout was in terms of wage bill, yeah, to all the staff.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Turnover here, players is 200,843,000, and wrong. 137,237,000 pounds salaries.
So that's all the wage bill, yeah.
That's all the wage bill.
137 mil.
Yeah.
And
Wage,
what was our income as a club?
On
Just for the club side of it.
Right, hang on. Gate and other match day revenues, broadcast and retail commercial, 200,843,000.
So there was 70 million extra. Yeah, obviously after class for miscellaneous for stadium upgrade and stadium.
Well, that makes right, because I quoted that earlier.
Yeah.
And then you've also we've got to include this.
Fucking jarring, man.
We've got to include this. There's also operating expenses, 141,176,000.
So that makes it look like we had a loss.
177,467,000. So that's what, 36 million pound profit.
So we still made a profit
on everything. You made a profit on everything. No, a lie. Apart from the 1.6 million on redevelopment, build, and all that shit.
Yeah. Jez, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, I fucking knew it was snide back in the day. Yeah, but the older I've got and the more I've researched it, yeah, and the more you're telling me, brother, that man sits on BN Sport and is one of the fucking hierarchy at FIFA, going on like he's a fucking generational and to be fair, he was actually generational when he turned up here. However, that guy lied through his fucking teeth, Jez. Yeah, and he just kept getting pay rise. How many pay rises? When he first come to us, I think he was on about $500,000. Then he went to 2.5. Fair enough, he won the double. Yeah, then he kept going up. All of a sudden, he's getting paid 11 million. I think fucking Sam Allardyce came up and said, "Fucking." I swear, Sam Allardyce said something like, "How are you paying someone, top dollar when he ain't won nothing for all these years?"
Well, the interesting statement also here notes to the accounts directors' emoluments, meaning they are entitled to tax-free dividends.
Fucking hell.
They took nothing. Peter Hill-Wood, David Dean, Sir Roger Gibbs, R.L. Carr, Lady Nina
Yeah,
Bracewell
don't
Smith,
mention her now. I fucking can't stand
Kevin
her.
Fryer, Frisman,
Frisman,
Edelman, who is the secretary, Chips Keswick, Lord Harris of
Harry
Peckham.
Peckham. He's still fucking there. He's still there now.
They took no dividends.
Why?
I don't know.
That's that's sus though, isn't it?
Well,
To me, that's sus.
Lord Harris of Peckham waived directors' fees of 25,000, and the group donated the amount waived on an appropriate charity. So basically, what they did, they gave all their directors dividends to charity. That's you can't knock that.
No, but that's a tax write-off.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
But,
it's just you donate to charity. It's a tax write-off.
yeah, well,
Declan Rice donated 15 million to Tower Hamlets because of what happened in Tower Hamlets. Yeah, how the fuck has Declan got 15 million to donate and still not skint? Yeah, it's a tax write-off, Jez. Yeah, and Declan donated 15 million to Tower Hamlets a couple of years ago when he signed for us.
I'm not going to knock that.
No, I'm not going to knock it. If you donate to charity, cool, fair play to you, yeah? But when you read all this shit between the lines, Jez, and break it down, yeah? Bro, the whole thing has been a fucking disgrace for 20-odd years.
How about this one then for you? I've never looked at this. Earnings per share. If you had a £1 share, right, and looking at what some of these directors had, one share
It was about 18 grand, didn't it?
Yeah, 17,790.
So, but I've got no ball knowledge and I don't know nothing about this, but how did I guess that without him telling me?
How is it? That's not a bad investment. You know,
one share. That's how David Dean got into the role he got as vice, isn't it? Yeah, because he bought a share. Yeah, he bought shares, isn't it? I swear it was David Dean. Yeah, that he bought shares. He bought shares in the club. Yeah, and he said one day I'm going to be the fucking chair of this club. And obviously, I've met David Dean. Have you ever met him, Jez?
Yeah. He's a nice guy, actually.
He's fucking lovely, mate. What a nice guy. The way they treated him was a disgrace, but at the same time,
now this is a gentleman, right? There used to be a pub in Gillespie Road. It's gone now, called the Gunnersbury.
Yep.
And back in the day, before my day, he used to go in that pub after every game. He used to live actually in Avenel Road, out of interest.
I never knew that.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, my granddad told me. He used to go in the Gunnersbury pub after a game, right? And he'd buy everybody a drink.
He's tiny as well. I don't know how tall you are because I've never met you. Yeah, but
I'm about 5'8".
About the same height as him, then roughly.
Mm.
Because he's quite short. Me and Kenny and Afsal, yeah, we met him after Unai Emery's first away game at Chelsea and we lost 3-2. Yeah, and I was like, fucking hell, it's David Dean. He stood there talking to me, Kenny. Well, actually, Claude had a funny term, bless him, RIP him. So Kenny I didn't know. And me and Afsal were talking to him. Yeah, anyone who's the OGs in this chat knows Afsal used to go on Nave TV. Yeah, me and Afsal were talking to him for about 15 minutes, mate. Yeah, it was like, yo, real talk, mate, yeah? Wenger was still at the club at the time. No, sorry, Emery was at the club. It was Emery's first away game. Yeah. And we was like, actually, maybe it was. No, it was. It was Emery. Yeah, it was Emery. On the corner of that street, there's a cafe or a restaurant right opposite Stamford Bridge. So you've got the road, King's Road, the Fulham Road or whatever it is.
Is it the pub?
No, it's a restaurant stroke. Like you got the little Wonder Cafe opposite the Bear Roundabout and all that, opposite the Armoury. Yeah, it's similar to that. So you come out of fucking Stamford Bridge, and right just as you cross the road, I think it's the King's Road. It may be the Fulham Road. I may be wrong. I think it's the King's Road.
It's King's Road, yeah.
Right opposite. Yeah, it's painted black with gold writing outside. It's right on the corner. He was just stood there. Yeah. Cesc Fabregas was fucking. I see him just walk straight past everyone, put his key in his front door, Jess. Even Hazard was still paying. Is it a pub? It's not a pub. It's not a pub. It was a restaurant.
It's not what I'm thinking.
It was a bar. It weren't a bar. It was like a shop. Maybe they sold drink in there, but it was like right on the corner. As soon as you come out of Stamford Bridge away end, it's right opposite you, across the road on the corner. Can't remember what it's called. Any Chelsea fans that go regularly there Where's Chelsea vet when we fucking need him in the chat? You know what I mean?
Do you want to? This is a fact for you. These are all the companies at Arsenal Football Club.
Do they own a turf company, a turfing company, or a landscaping company?
Well, I don't know about that, but you've got this. Arsenal FC, Arsenal Holdings, that's the property. Arsenal Football Club, PLC, that's the club. Arsenal Emirates Limited.
Interesting.
Arsenal Overseas Limited in Jersey, tax-free. Arsenal Securities, Great Britain. Arsenal Stadium Management Company, Great Britain. Ashburton Trading Limited, Great Britain. HHL, don't know what that is. Holding.
We've been in fucking hell, Jez.
Hang on, this is interesting. Highbury Property Holdings Limited. So they still own Highbury.
Oh yeah. They still own. You know where the centre circle and all that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they still own that.
Now I don't know about this one. Ashburton Properties Northern Triangle Limited, Great Britain. Gillespie, Jersey. Registered in Jersey.
Tax free as well, right? Jersey.
Gillespie Holdings Company. Now, this is an interesting one. Now, I know about this, right? Because Arsenal wanted to buy up Gillespie Road. And they own Gillespie Road.
They own the whole road. What, the name?
No, they only own it to the point where it joins with Avenel. But they wanted to do, they wanted to buy all the houses in Avenel Road and all the houses in Gillespie Road
and extend Highbury.
To extend Highbury, but Islington Council wouldn't let them.
Because they could have got a compulsory purchase, but they said no, right?
And Islington Council said no.
So that's like Chelsea. Chelsea, they've been trying for fucking years to get compulsory purchase orders, but yeah, fucking they're saying no. They're saying no.
Pitch, do they? You see?
No, they don't own the pitch. No. Chelsea pitch owners own it.
Yeah.
And every player that has ever played for Chelsea since that thing became a thing, I don't know when it started. Every player, every owner, every member of staff that has worked at Chelsea or played for Chelsea, gets one stake in that Chelsea pitch owners thing. Yeah, and them Chelsea pitch owners refuse to sell it. So they could smash Stamford Bridge down, go and move somewhere else. Guess what? You can't take the fucking pitch, mate, and you can't build in it.
No.
Yeah, big up to them.
No, that was quite interesting looking at all this shit.
No, it's good. It's insightful, Jez, yeah, because like a lot of people don't know this, yeah, and there's a lot of people, like most of our fans, I'd say maybe 95% of our fans that support this once great club, it could be great this season.
Ask Eagle about it. Go and ask him about it. See what he.
Shamon. Most of our fans, the majority of our fans, live overseas, and a lot of them don't know this stuff. Yeah, and most of them won't be watching this. I don't even know how many people are watching. I'm on a different screen. How many people are watching? We've got 400 people watching right now. Sub to Jezza as well. Yeah, because this is mad insightful. Yeah, and like, it shows us that this club has been fucking lying for 2 decades. But not only that, they're very good at business, which is cool. You've run a business, you've run multiple businesses. Yeah, and I'm not angry at them for that. I'm not angry that my phone got robbed out of my pocket the other day. They were good at what they do, Jez. Yeah, I've got another phone, I've got another SIM, I'm good. I've got most people's numbers, I'm cool. Yeah, so well done. You finessed me, good one. Yeah, you won't finesse me again. That's the same with this football club. Yeah, it's the same with this football club. But for you growing up right outside it, Jez, granddad right outside it for all them years, yeah, I understand why you're fucked off. And I'm fucked off and I never grew up around it. That's why I always say to Kenny, right, and DJ, it's like, but they can't give it up. Yeah, and fair play to you for giving it up, because enough's enough at some point, Jez. Yeah, enough's enough. Like when I was in Barca in North, he was in the Barcelona shop. He paid €185 for a Barca shirt with Lamine Yamal number 10 on the back. There with all the badges. And he went, 185 fucking quid. I said, North, they win shit every year pretty much. You don't care. I said, no. I said, the only reason it's expensive is you've got all the badges, the Champions League badge, all of this shit on it, yeah, and name a number. I said, now go on Arsenal website, type in, I don't know, fucking, let's say, for example, 29. Well, 29, so that's 2 numbers, yeah, and his actual surname, yeah. Now put all the badges all over it. Now convert it into euros. It's not a million miles away from the price, and we don't win shit.
No.
So I said to him, when was the last time you bought something? He goes, I can't remember. But he was in the Barca store buying a Barca shirt. Fair fucking play to him.
I'll be honest, if I still lived around the area, I'd still go. It's only the fact it's now 60 odd miles away from me, and it is a hassle. It is a hassle for me to get there. If it wasn't for that, I'd still be there. Don't worry about that. I'd still be there. You know, I mean, I'm taking the missus down to Pompey at the weekend, and she hadn't been to a game with me for 28 years.
Fucking hell. I dodged the top goodness, Jez.
Yeah, okay.
I know, Jez. There'll be people going, yo, I've seen you on YouTube.
I doubt it.
No, they will, Jez. You're a legend, mate.
No,
mate. You are, Jez. You're a fucking credit to this whole community, mate. This whole fan base. Yeah, you have more memorabilia than Arsenal. Do you know how sad that is for Arsenal Football Club? That's a credit to you. Yeah? Jez, you're an encyclopedia of this football club. I've never met anyone like you in my life. Yeah,
Kenny.
No, Kenny's an encyclopedia on football in general. Yeah, but when it comes to Arsenal, you're a historian, Jez. You know, if you don't know it, ain't worth knowing. That's how I look at it. Yeah, when it comes to football in general, yeah, Kenny's fucking unmatched. But Arsenal, solely Arsenal, Jez, I've never met anyone like you. Never. You're a credit, man. Yeah, and Arsenal should be looking to get people like you invested in the club. Whether they pay you or not pay you don't want the money anyway. You offered it before, and they said, nah, not something we're looking for, mate.
Nah,
yeah, cool. Yeah, now Josh Kroenke wants to meet the fans. Do you remember when we invited him on the podcast? We're still waiting, isn't it, Jez? Yeah. Now if Josh Kroenke comes up to your house and you show him all the memorabilia you have, yeah, trust me, I actually think he'd turn and go, yo, actually, we need all this in the museum. We need to have a fucking separate thing educating the fans. Because I actually think he gives a fuck. Yeah, but he gives a fuck to a certain degree. Yeah, and it's not...
I wouldn't want to associate with certain... Because I think that would go down one road and that would end up being on a channel which I would never...
No. You have to... At some point, yeah, like, Goonery, I think he does give a fuck. Yeah, the problem is, because the guy's a multi-billionaire, yeah, it's very difficult for somebody that's made that much wealth to be able to just go and stand with random people. Yeah, I understand it. Yeah, but at the same time, you want to meet the fans? Well, there's one right here, mate. Yeah, this Jezza, I promise you, in my 40 fucking 3.5 years on this planet, yeah, I've never met a bigger Arsenal fan than you. And I've met a lot of Arsenal fans. There was a guy I said in Stevenage, yeah, Keith.
Wow. Claude.
Yeah, Keith, they did a thing, he's got a shrine. Yeah, you got more memorabilia, more knowledge than all of them. I've never met anyone like you, Jez.
I know Claude was... I mean, I was lucky I met Claude on
Bless you, man.
several occasions at Highbury. Lovely gentleman, lovely man. Bought me a coffee once, actually.
Yeah, I see. Fucking what a guy.
But there's so many people out there, mate, like me, that have got the same knowledge, the same thing, same love, but they've given it up. And it is what it is. But anyway, let's move on from that because you're embarrassing me now.
Jez is blushing. I'm going for a piss, Jez. I'm going for a piss. I'll be 2 seconds there. Be nice to Jezza. Make sure you sub to Jez's channel as well, by the way. I'll be 2 minutes.
Nearly on 10,500. Nearly there. Nearly there.
Give me 2 minutes. I'll be back and I'll have the link in the title. Yeah, you mods are failing, by the way. You beg to be mods and you ain't even put his link in the fucking comments.
Disgrace.
Yeah, fucking ban them.
Disgracia.
Disgracia. Yeah, granilipollas. Yeah, Betty Alimio de putas por siempre. Yeah, hold that. Yeah,
I understood every word of that. Yeah.
It's basically saying fucking get in the bin, you dickheads.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, I'll be 2 seconds here. Now,
All
real
right.
talk here. This guy, yeah, is the biggest Arsenal fan I've ever met in my life. Yeah, it's the most knowledgeable Arsenal fan, yeah? And I know a lot of people in the chat don't support Arsenal, but the majority of you do. Regardless of what these TikTok twats say. Oh, he twerks for rivals. No, I was laughing my bollocks off on the Reacts channel that they all fucked up again tonight. Yeah, we better beat Liverpool. Fuck the draw, we better beat them, mate. Yeah, they got all their forwards out injured. We're going to plough through them. Bless up Goonery, brother. Yeah, I'll pin that right now. Yeah, I'll pin that right fucking now. Jez's link is pinned, yeah? Get him to 11k real quick. Yeah, it's pinned. Yeah, because I'll be honest, Jez. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, mate, yeah? I'm so grateful for all of the... not even just the time. I'm grateful for that, obviously, but for the knowledge, Jez. Yeah, because I'm seen in a certain way because of all the clips all over other apps, yeah? Which I'm cool with. I couldn't give a fuck. Right? But the knowledge you spit on this channel, your channel, and all the other channels you go on there, Jez, you ain't getting that anywhere else.
No.
And then when you shared the memorabilia, you shared the first Arsenal fucking flyer. Yeah? Arsenal ain't got one, mate.
No.
Yeah, they should be knocking on your door saying, yo, hi. Hey, y'all, it's Josh Cronky, man. Hey, do you mind if I have a chat with y'all, Jez? I see you on the channels, man. Yeah? He should be on his fucking hands and knees begging you to be part of this football club, yeah, in terms of education. The problem is they've gone down the route, and I do think he gives a fuck. That's why I always say to a certain degree, they've gone down a route where they don't really give a fuck about the history.
No.
Yeah, so they've binned all of us off. Yeah, now it's all about the fucking youngers. Yeah, and the new school and the celebrity fans that are like musicians and actors and all that shit. I will be listening, Jez, but I'm going to wet myself.
Go on, man.
Bless up, Jezza.
You're interesting you say that because last night with on the old school show with Kenny and Shano and DJ, and we were chatting about it didn't go. I had an agenda, and the amazing chat I always get, and it's always a fantastic chat. We ended up going down a completely different avenue. Didn't talk about hardly anything that I wanted to talk about, but we ended up talking about all kinds of different subjects. FA Cup, which is brilliant. I love it. And there was a young gentleman come in there, and he said, basically, he doesn't give a shit about the FA Cup. We've won it 14 times. And I said, yeah, okay. But wouldn't you want to win it another time to make it 15? And I didn't have a row with him or anything. I just said, why would you not want to win another FA Cup? Oh, I'd rather sacrifice it to win the Premier League or Champions League. And I said, no, I can't agree with you on that. Because the FA Cup's the oldest cup in the world, football trophy in the world. And we should be privileged that we've won it that many times. We've been more cup finals and more semi-finals than any other football club. So therefore, I want us to win the FA Cup. Now, I don't know. Is it a major trophy now? I don't think it's regarded as a major trophy by a lot of younger fans. It's not got the credence it once had, which I think is very a great shame, personally. And I think a lot of the problem is that it's been downgraded, in my honest opinion, by the FA. You know, we all remember, or a majority of us will remember, when we had the semi-finals at Villa Park and Old Trafford and Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough, and even at Stamford Bridge, if we remember the 79 cup final against Man United, we played Orient at Stamford Bridge because it was two London clubs, and it was deemed, well, why we want to take two London clubs outside of London to play a semi-final? I think it's wrong now that the FA plays semi-finals of the FA Cup at Wembley, because, playing at Wembley is a lifelong ambition for a lot of players. A lot of players are only ever going to get to play there once, and that is in the FA Cup final. If that's the case, then why do we play 2 home and away legs of the League Cup final? Is that a lesser cup then than the FA Cup? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. To me, the FA Cup is the only cup in domestic football. The final, I mean, should be played at Wembley. The semi-final should be played at neutral grounds, as it always was. It was always a great occasion to go to a semi-final at a neutral ground, whether it was Villa Park back in the day, or I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, Hillsborough was a disaster for Liverpool and Nottingham Forest, and don't want to talk about that. But it was always an occasion. I mean, Highbury was used for semi-finals in London, and I think that's a detriment of what the FA have done to the FA Cup. They've devalued it to the point now. It's all about revenue. It's all about the fact of the TV cameras at Wembley for the semi-final of the FA Cup, and then obviously FA Cup final day. And the fact they play like at 5 o'clock in the evening now.
Come on, man, 3 p.m.
It's 3 o'clock. Always 3 o'clock.
Yeah. They're sold out for money, Jez. If you win a cup double now, like we did in '93, yeah, I think you get 7 million. Yeah, I think maximum you can get, depending on how many home games you have. Yeah, if you do a cup double, I think the maximum you can get is about 15 million. Yeah, qualified top 4 or top 5 as it is. Brentford are 5th. They get Champions League. That's better than doing a cup double.
Yeah,
it's fucking jarring, Jez. Jez, I can only imagine, yeah. Let me grab the super chat real quick, because it's been there for a minute. Big up Mr. Perfecto, yeah? Sounds like the real 115 is Arsenal's shareholder in stadium loans. Yeah. Bro, I swear, you could probably do this with Sheikh Mansour and all these other, yeah? But we listen, clever financing, clever accounting, I rate it. Yeah, that's why I don't care about Man City if they bust case. Bless up to you, my guy. Bless up for locking in. Jez's link's pinned. Gunnery are pinned. But Jez, like, you'll know this better than me, yeah? Like, you've been to way more fucking games than I'll ever fucking imagine going to, yeah? But you've been to way more cup finals, right? And the FA Cup final, your nan, your auntie, your sister, your dog, the cat, the grandchildren, grandma, grandpa, everyone. Even people that didn't like football, the neighbours, you'd invite them round. It'd be a street party, yeah. Like not so much in my era, yeah. But from what my dad has told me and what my mother's told me, it was like my mum don't like football. She don't really like football. She watched the World Cup, but she won't watch the early rounds. She watched the World Cup final. She watched the FA Cup final. She watched the League Cup final. Yeah, she watched the last day of the fucking league season. Yeah. She won't watch she'll watch, the UEFA Cup back, it's now the Europa League, she'll probably watch that. Yeah, but the World Cup, the Euros final, the World Cup final, Euros final, FA Cup final, League Cup final, and last day of the league season, she'll watch all of that, and she has no interest in football. But when it comes to the FA Cup, Jez, you grew up born and fucking bred. Literally, Jezza, I could throw my fucking lighter at it, hit that curtain right there. That's where you lived, right opposite the Highbury Stadium. Granddad going back in the 20s and 30s. Back in that era, yeah, and even into my generation, yeah, because you're only 2 generations above. You're in your 60s, I'm in my 40s. Yeah, it was a massive event.
Yeah.
No, even if your nan didn't care, your sister didn't care, everyone's round the house, you're having a party because it's FA Cup. Even if your team never made it.
Exactly.
Your team are there. They're there, then you'll be at the game. But if your team ain't there, and it was Man United versus Millwall, for example, yeah, everyone's sitting there going, come on, we're all Millwall today.
You'll watch it.
Yeah. If it was fucking whoever it may be, yeah, fucking Wigan, Man City, everyone's like the underdog story and all that. It was a big event, but the reason I mentioned age, yeah, is because you live in that area, Jez. Yeah, and if Arsenal didn't make the final, living in London, and people need to get their head around this as well, yeah? Living in London, yeah? I fucking love London, but I fucking hate it at the same time. Yeah, if you're Portuguese, you can find a Portuguese community of restaurants. Greek, you can do the same. Yeah, anything, Moroccan, whatever. That's why that city's so great, because it doesn't matter where you're from in the world, you have a community somewhere in London. Yeah, but at the same time, back in Jez's era and before, in his granddad's era, yeah, and his dad's era, so on and so forth, it's street party on FA Cup day, Jez. It fucking burns me. I fucking hate the fact these cunts, yeah, I swear I'm a sharp. Yeah, because I'm getting angry. It burns me, Jez, and like, if you want, yeah, what was it like if Arsenal never made the cup final, but let's say Tottenham-Coventry, yeah, it was still a big party, right? Even though you're all Coventry because you're Arsenal. But everyone turned up, the whole family, right?
True. It was absolutely true. I mean, I remember the Liverpool Wimbledon final. And it was like, when was that? That was what, 80?
That was fucking
no,
what?
80,
That was fucking 87. No, it wasn't 87.
83, 82, 83. Some of you'll know in the chat.
Who was the manager? Sanchez, wasn't it? What's his name? The fucking manager.
Oh, God.
That was when Vinnie Jones two-footed McMahon inside 2 seconds.
That's right.
What was his name? Fucking manager. Laurie Sanchez.
That's him. And I remember we were
no ball knowledge, guys. We're mutants. No ball knowledge.
Yeah, I ain't got a clue. And I remember on FA Cup day, if I wasn't going to the cup final, if Arsenal weren't there, I'd be up at my granddad's, and my grandma used to love FA Cup day. She hated match days, hated them.
Yeah.
Hated them. And I remember it was my granddad, my sister, who is not a football fan, my mum, my dad. My dad was a rugby fan. My mum hated football on match day, but she loved the FA Cup. And we were all round there, and my grandparents' neighbours were in the house, and we were like having a buffet type shit thing going on. It was a boiling hot day, as it always is on cup final day, and we were like all supporting Wimbledon. And it was just an amazing day because, you know, we none of us wanted to see Liverpool win, of course, being from London. So we were supporting the local team, sort of, Wimbledon, sort of. And it was just an amazing day out. And when Wimbledon won, right, I tell you, I swear down, Gillespie Road, you'd think Arsenal had won. People are out, cans of beer, with bottles of beer, were going around and everything like that. And it was like nothing like, of course, if Arsenal had won, of course, but it was a party, and it was a good day out. But when we had Arsenal in cup finals, it was I can't describe it. I can't describe it to you. It was like, it must have been like VE day back in the I used to pick.
Yeah, it was like street parties, bunting, cupcakes, fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I remember my granddad going out and my dad helping him going out, and they were putting the bunting up around the bloody lampposts.
Oh, you can't do that anymore, Jezza, in England. That's racist.
Well, they were putting up.
Yeah, we're less said about that, the better.
And they were putting the bunting up and all that, ready for the bus parade the next day. And that bus parade started right outside my front door.
That's crazy, because you were right next to the supporters club, right?
Yeah.
That supporters club's still there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's up in it's Gillespie Road now.
Okay. Because there's a bar inside and all that in it. I've never been inside it myself personally.
Yeah, that's all right in there. It's all right. That's up Gillespie Road now.
Okay.
Gillespie Road Avenue.
Yeah.
It's sort of there.
But this is why I get the ump when people chat shit to you. Yeah, because it's like, fucking, you're proper. Yeah, same with Kenny. Yeah, same with DJ. Like, he's been going donkeys. Same with my boy Jay, his old man, John. Yeah, he's going to go to the game tomorrow because he split the ticket with Jay. Yeah, because he was like, fuck this manager. Yeah. And he gave Jay the ticket. They split it 600 each. It's £1,200 for their ticket, yeah? Right? And Jay went for the Aston Villa game. Yeah, John texted me. He's like, I'm fucking fuming. I gave him the Real Madrid ticket last season. I'm fucking giving him this one this season. Yeah, and I'm
I'll
like,
tell you what, I'm actually gassed up, right, that I'm going down to Pompey for the FA Cup. Do you know why I'm so excited? It's the FA Cup.
yep.
Right. We're not in. I'm not. We're going to be sitting amongst Pompey fans. It's a general ticket, £70 a pop, and then the Fratton end is where the Pompey at home end is, and the other end is where Arsenal will be. And there's about 5,000 Arsenal will be there. Can't get in there, so we gone for the general ticket, £70 each. It's so easy for us to go from here. It's one straight down.
You can't celebrate if we scored then, Jezza. That guy with that fucking bell. Yeah.
Oh,
He'll fucking swat you on the head. Is he still alive? Hopefully he's still alive, bless him, because he's a legend of that club, mate.
Big belly. He'll be in the Fratton end. He'll be in the
He looks
Fratton
like
end.
fucking, what's that group back in the day? Yeah, the Christmas song. what's
I've got my hat out. It's here. I've got it here. I've got my hat ready to go. There you go.
Jezza's on it, mate. Are you going to wear that in the ground, yeah?
I have taken one badge out.
I love you, Jez.
I've taken that badge out. I don't want to get myself.
Don't want to get caught up in any trouble.
Yeah. But, no, I'll wear that. Pompey's all right. Pompey and Arsenal have actually got a good affinity, actually.
They were naughty back in the day, though, weren't they? But, obviously, I know it's all cameras everywhere now. Yeah.
657 crew, yeah. I mean that.
But they were fucking proper, weren't they, back in the day? A bit like Cardiff. Cardiff went under the radar. I don't know too much about it. I only know what my old man's told me. Obviously, we won't mention what club and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, we had that lot when we went and Kenny and I did a show about that 2 years ago when we were at playing Chelsea, and Chelsea did the unspeakable, going into Cardiff High Street and taking over their home pub. And
long day, mate. Long day.
The Millennium Stadium is right up near Cardiff Castle, and what they do is they put up these portable beer wagon. It was Guinness, and it was all going down. And basically, Chelsea took over their home pub in the High Street, and the Swansea Jacks pitched up as well, because basically they didn't want two clubs from London in Cardiff.
Yeah, so it's doubled up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nightmare that day.
It was the same. It was the same, right? So you know Tony Rolfe, didn't you? Well, you don't know him personally, but you know of Tony Rolfe, Chelsea.
I've met Tony.
What, you've actually met him? When?
I spoke to him on your channel 5 years ago.
Yeah, oh fucking hell, you actually did. Yes, you fucking did, Jezza. So fucking hell, that's mad, Jez. Do you know what? I do so many shows, Jez. I don't even remember after the fucking games. I
remember it very well.
Oh, after the shows.
SW5 come on.
SW6, yeah.
SW6, beg your pardon. And he come on and he said, oi. And I went, all right, Tone. And he went, all right, Jezza. And I went, yeah, right, how you doing? He said, yeah, you lot were a fucking nightmare, you lot. Said,
so when he went out to Gianfranco Zola was playing for them, I think, at the time. Yeah, he was out in Italy. I think they were playing one of the Milans. I'll never forget him, yeah, because he told me this. I was young, real young. This is like 20 odd years ago when I worked with him, yeah. Right? And I swear Zola were fucking, or maybe he'd left by then, yeah. Because actually, when did I work with Tone? Yeah, I worked with him. Zola played for them in 90. When did he sign for them? 93 or 95? He played for him for about 5 years, I think. 4 years. Then he left and went back to Italy. Zola's a legend at their club, right? But I swear they were playing. I think it was AC Milan. I think Ancelotti was their manager. Yeah? Yeah, it must have been early 2000, mid-2000s. And I swear it was Milan. They've got a statue of a horse or something, isn't they, in Milan, in the Milan Square. It was a statue or like one of their ex-leaders or something, yeah? They put the Chelsea fucking flag all over it, yeah, in the square, right? And then they're all like, boom, like just singing their Chelsea songs. But I swear, I want to say it was Milan. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, Inter and AC doubled up on them, right? Then they've obviously gone. I don't know what the score. I can't remember. Tone says to me, he goes, we went to a nightclub. He goes, that we were all on fucking in this nightclub, and the beat was just boom, boom, boom. He goes, and all you could hear in the club, you couldn't hear the words of the song, yeah? You could just hear boom. Gianfranco Zola, la la la. He said, we took over the whole fucking square. Yeah, he goes, we took over their club, but both of the Milans, I want to say it's Milans, yeah? They both coupled together, and that's the same when you're saying about Swansea, Cardiff. Yeah, that's the same with Sunderland, Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same with Birmingham Villa. When it comes on in London, yeah, same with fucking Crewe and all that lot up there, and Preston and all that lot. Yeah, if the Southerners are coming up to town, they all couple up, innit? I've not been involved in that. Yeah, but I know from what, we're not going to mention my old man, but from what he said, yeah, I'm like, fucking hell, is it that deep? Yeah, but back then it was.
It was, yeah. I'll tell you a funny little story here now. Right. When I first went into business, I had a guy who was a scaffolder. He was a right nice fella, right big man, huge, and proper wrong un, really, but lovely guy. And he used to do a lot of work for me, putting scaffold up. And I was at a game. It was Chelsea away. It was Chelsea away, and I got to Fulham Broadway, and we were walking down, and there's this crew right in front of us. There's only 5 or 6 of us. There's nothing big, you know. And we were walking down, and Chris was there. I won't say his surname, but Chris was there, and he went, "All right, Jez." I went, "All right, Chris," and he went, "How you doing?" I said, "All right." I said, "You going to put that scaffold up for me on Tuesday?" He went, "Yeah, mate. Yeah, no worries." He's one of the headhunters. And he actually went down. Do you remember when they all went like that big police investigation? Well, he went down and did time. And he was a proper naughty boy. But I remember walking over the fucking bridge, and he's like, they're all giving it all the big one. I thought, oh, hello, this could be a bit naughty. And I went, "All right, Chris." And he went, "Oh, all right, Jez." And I went, "Yeah, you're going to put that scaffold up for me on Tuesday?" He went, "Oh, yeah, mate, no worries. Yeah, be all right. Yeah, be there." And it's like, whoa, thank you. Because I thought otherwise, if I hadn't said something, right, that could have gone totally south, because he was with some proper naughty fellas. You know what I mean? And I was out of all that. You know, I didn't want to get involved in any of that
See,
shit.
Tony, Big Tony, yeah, knows all of them. I met one, sorry to cut over you, yeah. Yeah, when we was at Stamford Bridge one day, yeah, I can't remember the geezer's name, but he was about fucking 7 foot tall, tattoos on his head, bald head. Yeah, I can't remember his name. He was fucking like, and he said to Robbie, yeah, AFT Robbie, yeah, and all of that, like, it was like, "You need anything, yeah, you lot are sound." He goes, "You're not cunts. Yeah, you need anything, anyone gives you shit, yeah, you just fucking tell them my name, mate." Yeah, and I was like, I'm looking at him, I'm thinking, fucking, what's the weather like up there, mate? If he hits you, it's a long day, innit? Like, Jez, I'm not involved in any of that shit, yeah? Right? And I can only imagine what it was like when there was no cameras around, CCTV, no phones. It was just every man for themselves, do you know what I mean? Like, and most of these people have got good jobs as well, innit? Like, I know some of these films portray it like this and that, but most of these films don't really do it justice, because they have to take snippets out, because otherwise firms get involved and say, no, you ain't saying that about us.
Film is Cass.
I've never watched that either.
That is the most realistic one. Don't bother about the firm. Don't bother about the other one. They're all bullshit. The Green Street Elite, that's all bullshit. Look, it was so undercover. It wasn't in the 70s. It was very out there, but as Maggie Thatcher quite rightly closed it down, the police were so on it with portable video cameras.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the big fuck off things on the shoulder.
And there's all that, and then it all got so it was so it's all bollocks. Yeah, I mean, there were bad days, but you had to keep away from it at the end of the day. Unfortunately, there were days where you were in the wrong place at the wrong bleeding time, and things happened, and you had to stand your corner, and it is what it is. But it's one of them. It's one of them things. But that's the most realistic film is Cass, in my opinion.
I've never watched it.
It's a good film. I've actually met Cass. He's actually a nice guy. He's a right large. He's a right large.
Is this the West Ham Cass?
Yeah.
Because I remember Robbie, yeah, when I met him. Yeah, because listen, we have to be careful how we word this, yeah? Because there's a lot of Arsenal fans that have got the ump with fucking West Ham because one of our mob back in the day fucking blah, blah, you know what I'm saying, yeah? Right? So when Robbie went and sat down and done an AFTV video in a pub with him, yeah, the backlash Robbie got, but I didn't know who that was. Yeah, so I did my background on it. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. But I weren't there, so I don't fucking know, innit? Yeah.
The thing is about that, right? What happened that day was West Ham, the ICF, got in the North Bank and they got beaten by the Arsenal firm. And they had to be escorted out by the police. Now, what happened was there was an unwritten law, right? You never took blades to games or weapons. Now, Nicholson got stabbed on Arsenal Tube, died.
Is this the Archway 1?
Sorry?
Is this the Archway 1, or is that separate?
No, this is Arsenal Tube.
Okay, because sorry I know I keep cutting over you, Jez, and I don't mean to do it, yeah?
Right.
Because there was the Archway 1, wasn't there? And the Archway 1, that was different. That's nothing to do with it. Okay, sorry.
So what happened was he got stabbed up and died. Totally incorrect. And the ICF, the guy that did it was never found.
Wow.
But the ICF dealt with him. Because basically it was a sort of rule. It was hands only, maybe a block of wood or whatever, or a brick thrown or something, but blades were never allowed. And the ICF did their own thing on the guy. They're one of their own. I don't know if he was one of the ICF. I don't know, but he certainly caught his own cold from them lot, because it was looked upon as a disrespect from them to a rival fan. And that was a terrible day out, whatever, because the poor guy died. And there's a plaque. There is a plaque. If you ever go to the Arsenal supporters club now, you'll see the plaque there in memory of his name. And that was terrible. That was terrible. But yeah, in respect to West Ham ICF, they did their own drama on him. And I think he probably had a bad day out. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, listen, accountability, innit? Yeah, because like what you just said, yeah, it's like it makes them look bad. Yeah, listen, I weren't involved in any of that. I wasn't even born most of this time. Yeah.
You're lucky.
Oh, fucking, I'm mad lucky. Jez, I was born lucky. Yeah, top gooners. Yeah, they're not top gooners like back in the day. Either way, yeah. Either way, the point is, yeah. It's accountability. It's like you have a wife, you have kids, you have grandkids. Yeah, your wife is a representation of you. Yeah, when you're in a firm or when you're in a group, a friendship group or whatever it may be, all your friends, so on and so forth. When you're out, you all represent each other. Yeah, if one of you goes a little bit off key, no. You have to be checked, and sometimes you have to cut one of these dickheads off. And when I say cut them off, I don't mean in a nasty way. You just have to check them and tell them exactly what time it is, and you can't be doing that because you're representing us.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same with a woman, yeah? Yeah. I've split up with my ex. Yeah. Split up with multiple exes. Why? Yeah, because it just fell apart. Why? Because she's supposed to be a representation of me. And if I don't feel that I'm getting that respect back that I'm giving to her, and she don't feel that I'm giving her the respect that she wants, same with a friend. I said this to North the other day. I said, how many friends have you got from secondary school that you still speak to? He went, none. I said, I've got 2 and I barely speak to him, bro. Now I said, so when people say they're your friend, you have different friends along your way through life. Yeah? I said, I can count on one hand how many people are my actual fucking friends. Yeah? They're like, and he's one. Bless up north. That guy is such... Jez, you need to go and see him, please. Yeah. No, I drove him fucking skits, yeah. He couldn't wait to get rid of me. Right, but you can count, yeah, on one hand, yeah, how many people are there. If you've got a gun to the back of your head and you need fucking 1 million quid, you can probably call about 3 people. Yeah, even if you know they ain't got the fucking dough, somehow, some way, they're going to fucking muster up that dough, Jez. There's only about 3 people, 5 people, maximum 7. Yeah, and this is the thing. They've got you always. But they'll always check you. You've got friends within... I know you go and meet all the boys at Christmas and go to the market and all that, yeah? Right? Borough Market and that. Yeah, but you've got friends within your life. Yeah, Jez, if you're chatting shit, they're going to check you. And they're going to say, no, Jezzy, you're chatting bollocks. You do it with me, I do it with you, you do it with Ken, you do it with fucking DJB, Matty does it with me, mate. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be, because not everyone's supposed to get on. And even in a friendship group, we do the podcast every Monday. Yeah? Jez, we sit there arguing with, I think you're chatting bollocks. I love the way you just say, I think you're chatting bollocks. Jez, because you ain't got no filter. That's how it's supposed to be, because it's like you're just sat in a boozer with us, and there's nobody watching, and you'll go, I think you're chatting bollocks, Lee. Yeah? But then I'll go, yo, actually, hold on, Kenny. Yeah? Fuck cricket, it's shit. Yeah, oh no, Seth's coming back. That's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to win it. But when you step over a mark, yeah, you're supposed to be checked on that. Yeah, because you're all supposed to grow together as a friendship group.
That's
and
the thing.
Why you're so in love with your wife. Sorry, let me land.
That's the best show of the week. I'll tell you what, the Monday night podcast is the best show of the week, because you've got the 4 of us and Matty when he can make it.
Yeah.
Right, talking nothing but fact. Yeah, we don't always agree with each other, and that's respectful debate that adults like we are can do. I don't always agree with you. That, people say, "Oh yeah," on other shows on that. What's his name? Positive Dan. Oh, this fella just says, "Oh, Lee's Jez is just copying what Lee says." I've never responded to him, because I'm thinking, I can't be asked.
Jez, I know about fucking 5% of what you know about this club. What's he waffling about?
Well, I'm thinking I'm not that. Yeah, okay. If you think that, that's fine. That's up to you. That's your opinion. I'm not going to waste my time. But the thing is, what you, Kenny, DJ, Matty, chat about is nothing but fact. There's no bullshit. We don't always agree. We don't argue. We're respectful, but we disagree. And, I've called you out. You've called me out. And I said, Lee, I don't agree with you. And you said, Jez, I think you're talking wrong. And that's fair enough. That's what we do. That's respect. And that is why it is the best show of the fucking week. No question. Sorry. Don't care what anybody says.
No, I hear it. No, I hear it, Jez. Yeah, and this is the thing, yeah? Like, people in the chat, for example, I don't know how many people are watching.
About 1 million.
I wish. 350. Right, 350 at 4 in the morning, yeah? It's fucking crazy. Well, 3, Jez, this time. That is actually insane. Now, it's been steady there. Listen, we ain't going to get 1,000 people watching when Tottenham fucking lose, Chelsea lose, Man United draw, Man City draw. I know I ain't going to get big numbers tonight, but guess what? I'm still here. Yeah, it's not about that. It's about interaction and having a good conversation. Yeah, I don't need to sit here for what? Fucking hell, I'm 3 hours. I say I'll do an hour. 3 hours 16, 3 hours 17. Yeah? I enjoyed the conversation. I enjoy interacting with these people. Yeah, because Jez, without them, yeah, I ain't in this position in the first place. So I like the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I respect every single person that watches, whether they like us or not. Yeah, I couldn't care less. Yeah, every now and again we have to bin a dickhead off, whatever. Yeah, but the majority of people that watch this are Arsenal. Yeah, and anyone who comes in it's Chelsea, you can fuck off. Man United can definitely fuck off. Yeah. Tottenham, well, they're irrelevant. Less said about them, the better. Man City have fucked it, and Liverpool have been shit. Yeah. There's no reason why we can't win the league. And Jez, like, people say, oh, yeah, but you only won the league because everyone fell off. Who gives a shit? We won the league, mate. Yeah. Do you care if Man City are shit? No. You don't support Man City, Jez. Like, you don't support all these other clubs. I couldn't care less if they're all crap, yeah? He better win it, mate. All right, and talking of real ones, talking of fucking real ones, Neftali, my fucking guy, you know. Yeah, I think we need to set up a new group chat as well, Jez, because I'm the admin on that group chat and nobody can kick me out of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, big up, salute, yeah, papi, LG and grandfather Jezza. Can you tell me why all these positive moles only pop in their heads when things go our way, but hide when it goes sideways? No, consistency. Neftali, I swear, I'll be real, they don't want no accountability, brother. They don't want no accountability, bro. I hope you and your lovely lady and your children are amazing, brother, and loving life, yeah? Yeah, feliz año nuevo. Yeah, come on, papi. My guy, brother. Yeah, my guy. And listen, I think we're going to beat Liverpool tomorrow, Jez. What are you saying? I think we'll beat them 3-1.
I'm going 2-1 myself. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think we're just too much for them. I think we should have beaten them at Anfield. We were just slack, is my honest opinion. But I think we'll beat them 2-1 tomorrow. Don't, Lee, do not say 4-5-0.
No.
Don't say it.
I'm the curse, isn't it? It's like...
Don't say it, because you know what, you say that.
Nah, 3-1.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
3-1. I met my mate earlier, yeah. I went and had a pint with him. He's Scottish. He supports a billion teams like fucking Celtic, Hibs, fucking Hearts. Well, not Hibs. No, he supports Hibs, not Hearts. Hibs, Celtic, and Liverpool, and Betis. Yeah, and he lives around the corner from here. I met him earlier for a pint. I said, yo, what we saying tomorrow then? He goes, hopefully you slap us about 5 or 6-0 so Slot gets sacked. I said, well, that's not fucking nice, is it? Trust the process. He goes, fuck the process. I said, well, look at what he's done for the club. He goes, he ain't done fuck all. I was like, you're very toxic. Yeah, but he don't get it because he don't watch my channel. Yeah, he has no interest in YouTube or social media. He ain't even got social media. Yeah, he's a little bit older than me. He ain't got no interest in it. Yeah, and I was like, and he was like, why are you saying this? I said, bro, this is the shit that they see, like they say to me. So I'm just joking. I said, we ain't slapping you tomorrow. I said, I'll take a dusty 1-0 win if I have to.
Yeah.
I said, because it'll keep your manager in a job. And he went, get the fuck out of this bar. He's like, you jobby bastard. Get out. Get it. Get it. He sounded like fucking Fergie. My Scottish accent he's working on, I can't lie. All right, we need a Gyökeres hat-trick tomorrow, by the way. What do you think the starting 11 will be, Jez?
Well, it'll be Raya in goal, we know that. Apparently Calafiore's back.
Again, already?
Apparently news today. I think it'll be up top. Well, no, this is what I want up top. I want Trossard, Gyökeres. I want obviously Rice. I'd like Eze to start. I think he could cause damage. I wouldn't start Saka. I put Mediuke there. I think his trickery is naughty. And back four speaks for itself. But up top, I think Trossard's got to start. He's been good this year. I don't care what anybody says.
He has been good. He's been consistently good.
And I don't want Marino, thank you very much. And Gyökeres, give him the option. Give him the option. We can always switch him. We'll have Rice. We'll have Odegaard. We know that. That's a given. I think it's going to be pretty much there. We got option. Is Calafiori going to start? Don't know. But apparently he's ready. Havertz is also apparently ready. So, hello, we might see fucking Havertz starting. You never know with this manager.
We'll see 29 at left back. Yeah, Nagelsmann played him at left back for Germany. He actually scored within 3 minutes.
Well, yeah, okay.
They've got no strikers. They've got no forwards. Yeah, they've got Salah still at the AFCON. Yeah,
Yes.
Isak's injured. He's done for the season. Yeah, apparently Ekatike is touch and go. Yeah, and they're probably risk him. Yeah, which means he ain't fully fit. Yeah, Gakpo's dog shit. Then they got Rio, the young boy, that's come through their academy. Yeah, Chiesa's apparently injured as well.
We can't beat Liverpool tomorrow, mate. You've got to question what's going on.
If he don't win that game, just sack him on the spot. Sack him on the fucking spot, mate. If he don't win that game tomorrow, sack him. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, this is the thing, Jez. Yeah, we've beaten West Ham, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Palace, and somebody else. Who was the other team? Did I say Fulham? Yeah, West Ham, Fulham, Palace. Who was the other team? West Ham, Fulham, Palace. Teams that we dropped points to last season. Bournemouth, West Ham, Palace, Fulham, Newcastle. There's 5 teams, that we've beaten this season that we didn't last season in them fixtures.
Yeah.
Right? So he's shown he can do it. And not only that, he's shown he can do it when we're playing second. Yeah? Man City have dropped points. This is where you go and fucking tie the noose. Yeah? And you say, yeah, fuck you. 8 points clear. Because we know Villa are going to fall off. They ain't got the squad. Yeah, they ain't got the squad. Yeah, West Ham. Oh, sorry. Everton is another one. Yeah, Everton's another one. Yeah, we fucked up to them last season, I think. Yeah, Villa, obviously, we banged them. Yeah, but we also lost to them. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, you go, yo, we're putting a marker down right now. 8 points fucking clear. 8 points clear. They got 9 players out injured, Man City. Aston Villa, as good as they've been, we know they're not a title threat. Man City are the title threat. Yeah, so you go and put that marker down tomorrow. Yeah, I don't care about the performance, Jez. Win the fucking game. I'd love nothing more than to go out there and bang them about 4-0. Yeah, do I think it happened? Probably not. Probably not. Brighton's another one. Yeah, these are teams that we were struggling against the last couple of years. Yeah, we go out there and beat Liverpool. We've got a very good record at home against them, to be fair. Yeah, but it's Liverpool. One-off game is long. Yeah, it's long. But we go out there and go 8 points clear, Jez. We'll be back in the same fucking position we were in 3 years ago after the Qatar World Cup.
Thing, man.
However, their team's worse. They done a treble, and our team's better. There's no excuse this year, Jez.
No, none at all.
When we get to about 12, 13 points clear, if we can, I think everyone will give up anyway. Well, I say everyone, Man City will give up. Yeah, because they're the real challenger. It'd be funny if Aston Villa won it just to piss all these gooners off. Yeah, top gooners. Yeah, so then we shit, but they ain't going to win it. They ain't going to win nothing. Yeah, but Man City are a problem. Yeah, I think it'll end up being us and Man City in the League Cup final because I think they'll do Newcastle. Yeah, and I think we'll do Chelsea. But whoever wins that, Jez, we're now in March, early March, when that final is. If we're 12 points clear, Pep will probably end up winning that cup. If it's there or thereabouts close, we'll probably end up winning the cup. And whoever wins that, if we both get there, I know it's all hypotheticals there, I just want to be in a position where we're like, yo, like Liverpool last season, everyone just gave up. This league's shit, Jez. Yeah? We need to be 12 points clear. Then I'll start believing. 12 points clear, start believing.
I said this last night. If we get to 12 points, then I think we'll go on and win it.
If we don't, then fucking hell, Jez. I'll never see another title in my life.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
Jez, if we go 12 points clear and don't win it, fucking hell, brother. Yeah, I won't even stream on it. I'll just go on the other channel. Yeah, if he goes 12, 15 points clear and we don't win it, sorry, mate. I'm done with this channel.
I agree. I fucking agree.
What are you sipping, Jezza?
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Salute. What are you sipping on?
This is something I brought back from Burgundy. Actually, it's nice. It's not all that. It's a bit young. It's Cote de Bone. It's really nice. It's nice, but it's a bit young.
When you say young, like how many? Like, because obviously wine it matures with age, right?
Yeah, this is it's only 3 years old. It needs to go down a bit for me.
When would that? When would I listen? I'm not a wine connoisseur, Jez. Yeah. When would that be in its peak, like a TT or a Burkham?
Probably another couple of years. I just wanted to try it. I brought back 6 bottles. Yeah, it's a bit young, but yeah, it's all right. It's a bit tannic, a bit acidy. Needs to settle down a little bit yet. But I just thought I'd give it a go. Just give it a go. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, never mind.
No, it is what it is. I listen. Whose life that we like? Next, I'm going to wrap this up. It's 4:30 in the morning.
Cool.
And
is it?
Well, it's 4:30 my time. It's 3:30 your time, nearly.
Yeah, it is 3:30. Jesus Christ.
Well, actually, I could carry on for a bit if you want. I'm up to you, Jezza.
No, I've got to go to bed, mate. I've got to go to bed.
No, I hear it. Could easily drop points against United and Spurs. Bro, Spurs are dog shit. There ain't no way we're dropping points to them. Man United, they're a problem. They always will be. Doesn't matter how fucking shit we are. Now, I'll change the title, Prom. Now, actually, maybe I'll do another half hour, let Jezza go, and then I'll do the press conference. Yeah, and I'll whiz through the press conference till 5 a.m.
Your work rate, man, is unreal. Fucking, I don't know how you do it.
I don't know. I've got about 4 market opportunities text me as well at the same time. I'm thinking which one's going to turn up. Maybe they all turn up together. Oh, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Hello. Whoa.
No, I'll do the press conference. I'll do the press conference. Yeah, Jezza, I'll let you go because I know you're tired as well, yeah? I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, bruv.
No.
No, I'm blessed up for the knowledge on the accounts as well. Yeah, that was sick.
Sorry if I waffled on that a bit, but I had to come in and tell you about that, make the facts right, because there's way too many people that make out bullshit about what happened, and it's all there. All the facts are there. You can go and look at it yourself. You know, people go and research it. It's free, costs you nothing. Go gov.org, UK, go Company's House. It's all there. Look up the holdings company. Look up AFC. Well, you can look up all the. I didn't realise actually how many companies Arsenal have, and they've got them offshore. Wow, very smart. So go and have a look. I'm going to have a look at that tomorrow, actually, because
see if they've got a landscaping company. Yeah, because I knocked on a guy's door before. Yeah, I think it was around Watford. It was in Hertfordshire somewhere. Now, I think it was Watford. It was a little village outside of Watford somewhere. Yeah, and he had a Chelsea hoodie on. Now, I said, oh, fucking Chelsea. I said, fuck off, man. Yeah, but he said his brother worked for Arsenal. Yeah, and this is Wenger era, yeah? Right? And then we had a big pile of grass, yeah, just stashed in the corner. Yeah, years and years back when Wenger first took over at London Colney, right? And it was just a load of fucking grass and turf and all this shit, yeah? Right? And his brother said, well, why don't you sell it? Why don't you patch up this, like, 'cause there's turf coming up. We can use that was why it was in the corner. Like, fucking shit tons of it, yeah? They were just taking it and patching up the grass, yeah, for the training facility, yeah? Right? I think maybe, I want to say when we moved into London Colney, maybe 4 years later, there or thereabouts that era. Yeah, and Wenger got the idea of why don't we sell the turf? We'll grow the turf and sell it. Yeah, and his brother, it was Chelsea. Yeah, he worked at Chelsea, but the guy that I knocked on the door, he was proper Chelsea. He worked at Chelsea. I can't remember his name. It was outside of Watford somewhere. I can't remember where. Yeah, but his brother worked at Arsenal as a gardener, landscaper. Yeah. And he gave Wenger the idea, and Wenger went, yo, actually, why don't we sell the turf? So they set up a business selling the turf, Arsenal. I don't know if that's still in existence, but they made a fortune out of that. I was in his house for fucking 3 hours, and he was Chelsea. Yeah, but his brother worked for the Arsenal. Yeah, and I was like, interesting. Yeah, so see if they've got a gardening business or a landscaping business or something along them lines. Yeah, because that was a long time ago. But they just like fucking have about 5 ton of fucking turf in the corner at Colney. Anytime there was a divot, they just go and take the fucking turf from over there and patch it up. Yeah, and Wenger came up with the idea after his words. Yeah, and then they set up a business. It weren't Arsenal. It's not got Arsenal in it. I can't remember. It'll come to me. I'll probably wake up in about 4 hours and go, oh, fucking brainwave, I remember the company. Yeah, but it was something to do with turf. Yeah, and landscaping. Yeah, but that was through Arsenal. Yeah, and that was under Wenger's reign. Years and years back. Years and years back. But no, Jez, I love you always, man. Make sure you sub to Jezza. Pinned comment.
Take care, man.
Love you, man. Appreciate you always, Jezza. And Jez, we better beat Liverpool, mate.
Yeah, you got to beat him. We got to beat him. Got to beat him. No question. And on that note, mate, I will see you for the fan cam tomorrow. Today.
Yeah.
Today.
No, I love you, brother. Take care. Thanks for your time as well, always, bruv. Appreciate
No
you.
worries. Pleasure.
Love.
Take care,
Laters.
buddy.
All right, big up Jezza every time, man. I will do the press conference. I changed the title because people are going to come in expecting a press conference. So I changed the title. I just put bring your Shin-Pads. Let me just text this market opportunity real quick. Bear with me, guys. One second, guys. All right, 1 second. Right, calm. Alright, Jezza's a real one, man. Proper real one. Fucking love Jezza. Nah, mate, I ain't got my new phone yet. I'm on some dead little fucking iPhone SE, bruv. Right, cool. What are we saying? What's the chat saying? Right, we'll do the presser, yeah? Now I'm going to bed. Then I'm going to bed, bruv. 4:30 in the morning. You men are crazy. You're bored, innit? Double Premier League Cup. Oi, bro, imagine we do a fucking Champions League and the Prem. Imagine a treble. Right, but Matt is a baddie. Where'd you find all these market ops? Hey, Glasgow. Because I got chat, bro. I was sat in a fucking shisha gaff the other day, yeah, speaking for 3 hours straight in Spanish to an Italian bird who was speaking in Italian back, and we understood each other. Is what it is, isn't it? Is what it is. Hey, Masso, yeah? I swear, Joe Linton is infatuated with it. Mad, isn't it? Big up Yusuf, brother. Yeah, I'm making them. Hey, bro, I've got fucking diamond eye, you know what I'm saying? Michelin's hat and that. Will you give Arteta credit if Arsenal win the league? Of course I will. I couldn't give a shit how poor the league is. Win it. You've obviously only just joined. I said it about 20 minutes ago, bro. I've said it for months. Bro, I swear, yeah. You obviously don't watch my content. I'm not taking the piss. I'm not trying to be rude, yeah. Stop watching TikTok. Anyone watching this, yeah? Do not watch my clips on TikTok. They're not from me. They're from dickheads that are clipping me, bro. I said they're famous. Yeah, dos pumps. That's not how you say it in Spanish, bruv. And trust me, let me tell you right now, yeah? Let me tell you right now, Joel Linton, it ain't 2 pumps, bruv. Yeah, there's a reason they fall in love. And I'm just like, you're too clingy. On that bombshell, I'm going for a piss. Yeah, if we don't win tomorrow, I'll take her out, bro. And I said, sure. Hey, bro, why are you so obsessed with how many pumps I give a bird? That's gay, bruv. As long as you're giving your... Well, why are you always here as well? Why aren't you giving your bird 2 pumps? Yeah, we can spin this any way you want. You ain't catching me out. I'm too quick. Hold that. Not 2 pumps quick, you know what I'm saying? Says lift the Prem. I couldn't give a shit how bad the league is. She's got work. Oh, okay, so you're bored. Okay, night shift, day shift. Okay, I get it. You're bored. I get it. I get it. I'm going for a piss. I'm right, I'll tell her. But he's better than Amarim. Bro, you're better than Amarim. Carlos, you're better than him. I said more than 2. Bro, what are we doing here? Bro, I've done 72 hours fucking straight, brother. You even heard the Romanian thing sat in the background, yeah, just laughing and giggling when I said, yo, 3 days straight, yeah? Yeah, don't check me, bruv. Yeah, wrong guy. Wrong guy. Yeah, Ihi Shamon. On that bombshell, I'm going for a piss. Yeah, then we're getting to the presser. Then I'm going to bed. I said, I've never seen us lift a Prem. I've seen 3. I'm blessed. Should I wake her up? Yeah. Leopard and the deer, bruv. What are we doing here? Man says, should I wake her up? It's not even a question. Leopard and the deer, bruv. When does the leopard never get the deer, brother? Like, what are we doing here? Leopard and the deer. This is crazy to me. And you're talking to me about 2 pumps, bruv. I'm a seasoned vet. Yeah, I don't do auditions, bruv. I'm like Zlatan. Crazy. Which am I? Well, by the sounds of it, mate, you're the fucking deer. You're getting caught out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the leopard never misses the deer, bruv. Trust me, you sound like the deer. My dad's seen 3. Bless up, Pop. Sorry, bro, I've seen 5. Well, I've seen 3 Prems. You're not the leopard, brother. You're not the leopard, bro. This is crazy. Anyway, I'm going for a piss. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to wet myself. You're not fucking funny. 1 second. I'm going to empty this ashtray. It stinks. 1 second, yeah? Sorry to, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. However, I ain't doing the press conference. You good, yeah? I ain't doing the press conference, guys. We got business to attend to, you know what I'm saying? Well, we were. It is what it is. Yeah, hopefully we win the game. And so I can hear Lee snoring in the background now. You can't hear me snoring, bruv. I got business to attend to. We're snorkeling, bruv, not snoring. I'll have one more cigarette. And we're off. Joe Linton can hold that. Go and do your 8 mile, bruv. Yeah, go and do your 8 mile, brother. Yeah? Don't watch me, you know what I'm saying? Did I miss any super chats? I don't want to be a prick. Why is this not refreshing? I'll be back at 8 p.m. 7 p.m. UK time tomorrow. An hour before kickoff. I ain't missed any super chats. See, I'm a G, bruv. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing you in about 5 minutes. The way this bird's looking at me, I swear. She's looking at me like, you can talk, innit? Yo, to be continued, mate. Yeah. Brother, I swear, the way this... I'm not going to say a word. Anyway. Nobody spoke. Shut up, nobody talk. Well, she don't want to talk, innit? Yeah, it's probably best that she don't talk. I'm going to smoke this cigarette and I'm going, mate. I've got business to attend to. Who was the guy that was in my chat the other day? And I said I could hear the lift going. And I said, count down from 10 to 0. I said, by the time you get to 0, the market opportunity rocks up. And I just went, yeah, cool, see you later, raid Northside. And boom, see you later. Similar. Yeah, similar. No pasa nada. Come on, hermano. Amigos. Come on, chicos. You know what about me? Right, and before you fucking dickheads start giving it, you've paid for it. I don't pay for sex, bruv. Rather than knock one out. Yeah, we're lunging and plunging. You can see it. I'm not even going to share the fucking camera, yeah, because... Alright, big Phil Mitchell. Get out of my pub. Yeah, where's Peggy? Get out of my pub. What are you saying, Phil? What is Corriedale? I don't know what Corriedale is, bruv. Sounds like an STI. Right, mañana para la mañana. You know what I'm saying? Alright, bro, I swear. Well, we were. Anyway, we are going to slap Liverpool tomorrow. It's not going to be a 5 or 6 nil like people are saying. Phil, I shouldn't laugh, yeah? But a memory lives on. Get out of my pub. Get out of my pub. How many people are watching this? 251. Who's live that I like? Somebody's got to be live because I'm busy, bro. I'm going. I'm going, mate. Oh, my days. Northside's live, yo. North is live, you know. Go on, man, like North working out on these streets, brother. Second stream of the day. Bless up North every time. Make sure you show him some love as well, yeah? Get him to 20.1. We're going to raid North. Yeah, as soon as I see... actually, he's put out... Fucking hell, he's dropping clips as well. Yo, bless up. Make sure you go and check out the Deji clips. He's dropped 2 in the last 16 hours, yeah? And he's done a stream earlier. And he's doing a stream now. How long has he been live? North is live, you know. Oh, he's with Gianni as well. Yo, fucking come on. Man's got 140 watching. We're ready, my brother. Make sure you sub to North, yeah? Make sure you give him all love as well. Gianni's a G, bruv. Mi Italiano translator, you know what I'm saying? Wow, we were. Actually, I've got to be careful, bruv. She don't get what that means, so we're good. Right. Bring your Shin-Pads. Did you bring your Shin? You can see the way this bird's looking at me, bruv. Yeah, she's like, are you going to fucking shut this stream down or what? Oh, trust me. I'm going, mate. What's up to everyone who's like, shared, commented, sub, donated. End the stream, fucking Dave. Alright, see me today, mate. Yeah, see me today. You go to North's channel, yeah? Lee Raid. Market opportunity raid. You a market opportunity? Or Princessa? Market opportunity, no? I swear. She's not giving it the Fergie time. Yeah, however, I'm going. And on that bombshell, Dave has ended the stream. Raid Big North, Lee Raid. Bless up to everyone who's logged in. Big up Jezza as well, mate. Yeah, fucking, we come with the stats and the facts tonight, yeah? And I'm going to come with the lunging and plunging tonight. Wow, we were. Very nice. We're out. Yeah, Raid Northside, yeah? Appreciate you all, man. We're gone. Happy New Year. Oh, it's definitely a Happy New Year, isn't it? Happy New Year. Yeah. Feliz Año Nuevo, no? Oh, this man just keeps staring at me like, fucking you, shut up. On that bombshell, goodbye. I'm busy. How do you say busy in Spanish? I have no fucking idea. Alright, big up Rare Thinker. Good night. Adio, ciao. We're gone. Ray Big North. Laters. I'm lunging and plunging. If I turn up late for the watch along, I'm busy. 2 pumps according to Joel Linton, yeah? Good one. Layers.